Hey. Hello and welcome to episode 9 of DieRolling, or Geek Dad Presents DieRolling, and we're on episode 9 of the Star Engine.
Pink lemonade?
Mom! Hello.
We are the Ovaltini.
Thank you again. We're back to a full complement this week of D&D. I was going to say veterans, but that's pushing it.
When did you become veteran?
What's a little bit down from veteran?
Journeyman. That's a good one.
Yeah.
How long do we have to be playing before we can class ourselves as veterans?
30 years.
Right.
30.
Yeah. That's gatekeeping for
and we had to have been around in the 80s playing this at the time as well.
Yeah. Regardless of how, So it's inaccessible.
So it is inaccessible. We will never become.
Unless we go back in time and play it in the 80s.
Now that episode is going to be amazing.
It's going to be good.
We will always be pretenders, I think.
I used to write my own role-playing games for Transformers back in the 80s. Does that count?
Again, that episode.
Only if we get to play it.
I want it.
Yeah. Bring it out.
Yeah.
Thank you once again for joining us. And thank you to the lovely people at Geek Dad for presenting us. We're going to go over to Claro for a sacred summary. You're a bit dark. I'm going to make you a bit brighter.
No one's ever said that about me.
But I thought it would go with the sacred kind of...
very good, very good.
Sound effects.
Sacred summary. I will forewarn all viewers that half of us are just dying just a little bit of cold, so it's going to be quite an evening.
I'm fine.
Yeah, it's that time of year. Last session, we joined Claro, our wizard, sacred summary, shrouded in darkness, confronted by a being with flaming red eyes. Within the veil, behind him, he witnessed Void. Two beings in the darkness. Void told him that he was evil, and it tried to fill him with doubt. It did not work. Then he was confronted by two ethereal beings, and he fought for his life. He did not know that the beings that were confronting him were in fact his fellow heroes, Nollis and Malcolm.
Oh, you guys.
I know.
You guys.
Fortunately, they managed to subdue him in time. Collecting Zolan.
Subdue. Such a wonderful word.
Collecting Zolan on the way towards the waterfall. So they met the survivors of Weird Wit within a cave. In the presence of the last Brock, they were able to rid themselves of the madness and rest. There was a whole bunch of talking in between, but I haven't rewatched. We join them as they prepare to re-enter the town and ensure the festival takes place. They will either defeat the bird or the madness will overtake them. A very short sacred summary.
Couple of questions.
Go ahead. Please.
What's the bird?
Don't worry about it. It's all character development in this
The festival's
episode.
in an hour.
Yeah.
The bird is the word.
Okay.
Nice.
It's in an hour.
We return into the cave. And the four of you start to stir a little. You see some of the children are already awoken. Hang on.
Tunage.
Typical.
There we go.
Kids waking
See,
us up in the morning.
A couple of the children awoken,
Seems
and
nice.
they're just fiddling with the little toy that you left them, which was the little mechanical.
Yeah, I could make another bird.
I believe you made one, didn't
Well,
you?
I have now.
Yeah,
I've made
so you
one
made a
before,
little-
but
Made a little bird in the evening. Yeah. I thought you did that at the end of last session.
I probably did. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was really tired last session.
If
I was-
it's not in the
You
summary,
were
it
a bit
didn't
out
happen.
of it
Okay.
last week.
I'd been up since 4:30 that
Well,
day.
during the evening, they've persuaded you to make another little bird.
Brilliant.
And you have done
I
so.
would have, yeah, graciously accepted. I need to remove a gold then, because it does cost me a gold
Okay,
for
well,
that.
Oh, you bullied into spending a gold.
For, yeah,
Yeah,
for that.
These children were very persuasive.
They were
The,
highly persuasive.
you're all lying again against this calming, soothing, relaxing fur of this large beast, the Brock, which you're pressed up against. The man the halfling that introduced himself as Bismond is lying atop it. As it lies down, the water kind of dripping into this pool. As you're in this little damp cave.
Is he giving it a bit of a Jeff Goldblum?
Just
That's level of rock.
just the other side of this upward flowing waterfall. And you return to the room.
Marvellous.
Well, we'll go.
Feel very relaxed. Refreshed.
I don't feel relaxed. I feel like we're going to mess it up again. Baal style.
What is to mess up? We just have to go and kill a bird.
I've got the fear that we're all going to kill the bird, anger the gods, and we'll just do as much bad as we've done everywhere.
So, do you think we should nominate one person to
I think
be the champion?
definitely, yes. At the moment, if we can't find Barney, what was his name? He wasn't here.
No,
What's
the,
he called?
the
I don't know if
champion
I'm
was
here now.
Blaze.
Blaze, yeah, Blaze, yeah.
He's-
Unless we
he's
can find-
meat now, no?
No, yeah.
He's meat.
So it would seem. I'm not entirely sure that all this meat business wasn't just illusion caused by the madness of the village.
I don't know. I'm convinced the meat is people.
Fair enough.
I, for one, am concerned where Thorinir is. We completely forgot him last
What
night.
if he's meat? What did the children say?
Said the meat.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
That's a good point, young child.
Young child.
It could be
The,
meat.
the fastest way you can find anyone is by ending this madness. No, we have to go and fight this bird. If we find Tara
But we
on
need
the
to
way,
see-
great.
We also need to figure out what we're going to do and how we're going to do it before we leave this cave. Because the moment we get out there, we're going to start the madness will possibly start.
We're going to
affecting
take
us
the
again.
wool.
We've got
We're going
trousers.
from,
Wool.
Well, okay.
I've got underpants full of it.
Huge amount of faith in that.
I've
to be
sewn
honest
mine
with
into
you.
a neckerchief. It's quite fetching.
Okay.
The wool will be helpful, but it will not prevent everything.
See, told you.
You oversold this wool.
It is calming, it reflects the emotion of the creatures, but what is out there is beyond this.
Right.
I'm still
So-
going to stab it.
I think we should just give it a ruddy good go.
Let's give it a go.
Can we go and
Celeste loves a trier.
Do you want to? Should we suggest that you make the killing blow?
Of course. It'd be an honour.
Or well, Bismuth said
Zolan
to...
is right.
We have to go and see the mad people on the stage.
Exactly, and we'll find out, but I don't want us to just rush in there, kill a bird, and just, again, do no good.
No.
True.
Do no good. We might.
So
No,
how
let's get this
about
right.
Yeah, let's get it. Yeah, exactly, Malcolm. You're on board.
you guys have always been the most concerned about us not doing things right. It is clear that Malcolm have different views on what is right to do and what is wrong to do. Perhaps for this moment while you're in this town, we can elect you to make those decisions, and we will kill the bird for one of us, preferably myself, so I can see glory. But
fair
I
enough.
would not begrudge you. You had the last fight, though, to be fair. So it is my turn.
No, that's fair enough.
You
No.
notice Aaron just step out from the shadows to the side. Between again, it takes you just slightly to the side, out of Bismuth's earshot. Between you and I'm not convinced killing the bird will stop this madness.
What do you think would stop the madness? I had a good fight ready for me, and you are about to take that away from me. So I suggest that you choose words that will make me happy.
To me, this is a festival that these halflings. It is important to them, but past that, I don't know.
What if we went and got the guys from the stage and brought them back here? Get the madness out of them. They might.
But they will agree with Bismuth, right? Bismuth? Is that his name?
Bismuth.
Bismuth. to
They
my
will
friends.
agree with him. They are. This is the man is right. The elf. You're an elf, no?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. Perhaps they are correct. I do not know. All of this sounds strange to me, but that is fairly normal. You are wise. You are knowledgeable. You tell us, Clara, what is to be done.
All I know is everything's real magical, and the only way to get rid of that is I don't know.
We have to.
I'm still.
Can we break the illusion? I mean, if this is Void's doing, no? Is that what he told you or not?
I don't think Void is very nice, to be honest.
I'm not sure if that was Void, because
Zolan, I haven't spoken to you since I was in the
you
darkness.
have.
Oh, okay. You can't even
literally
remember what you did last night,
Yeah.
so I'm surprised.
You mentioned when you come around everything you'd seen. And I was there with you when you come around in this cave.
I'm very confused.
Don't you
It's
worry,
been
yeah.
sleep and
You-
darkness,
yeah.
Dude.
and my leg's got a big hole in it. It feels better now.
But he's moaning about the holes. Sometimes holes make us stronger, okay?
I slept it off.
But do us said to heed the eyes, not fear them.
It's true, and
But there are two.
during the night I looked
Not
up
eyes, people.
the exact
Ah.
definition of heed, and that can mean follow. So, yeah, maybe it's
Yeah.
right. It seemed friendly-ish.
But
in
were
darkness.
there two? There were two creatures.
No, one red eye. You were the two creatures, I think, maybe.
But there was Void. The Void was
Flanked
there
by
with you,
two
no?
ethereal creatures.
No.
I do not know. But this doesn't help us now.
No,
Why
it
don't
doesn't.
we
No,
need to
no,
work
we-
out of
We
this?
need to figure out what we're going to do
Right,
because I don't want to be. I don't want
Malkin's
to. Be
right. We can bring them back
discussion.
here, and they'll be. This is a safe place. We
We're
don't
gonna
have
bring
to.
the whole town into this cave.
Well, these two players, and
They-
maybe the
they-
Pie Man because I'm concerned for him.
He was good.
Pugs.
Pugs Spider-Man.
I do not know.
We
But
go
if that is
out.
what you want to do,
We
then
see the first halfling we see, and we just grab him,
we bag him.
tag him, bring him back here.
We also need to find our friend.
What friend? Oh, Tornia.
Thorinir. We need to find Thorinir and bring him back as well.
Let's do it.
So, are we all going to go out?
I
Do this
see.
all together and
I s-
come back here and
Yeah. I think Thorin is hanging ribbons up. He should be about town. The last time I seen him, he was actually. Was you? Yes, he's ripping ribbons out of trees.
Are we sure he's gone mad and he's just?
He always acts
Just-
like
just
this, to
just
be
be
honest.
Thorin,
Yeah.
yeah.
How
That's
far
true.
away is the square where Thorinir may be and these people are?
Probably see him dashing around.
Do we have enough rope? Perhaps we could tie rope around somebody's leg, and then if they go mad, just reel him back
grab
in
him and drag him.
like a fish.
Could do.
Yes.
And if not, then it's okay, and more people can come out.
Let's go get Thorinir.
Right.
Just do
Okay.
it.
First thing, we'll go get Thorinir, come back here,
Yeah.
cure him of the madness if he's got it.
Off you go then, Malcolm.
Me?
When you're out there, do me a favour, check Melly's alright.
She's not. She's crazy. She's wandering around trying to buy wool. It's not. Yeah, she is. She's got a screw loose.
Yes. A lot of them do round here,
Mm.
but just check that it's not
She's
too
not
loose,
eating.
would you?
Eating the meat. We could bring her back if that is.
I let her go out to see her mother, so
Was she mad when she left here?
no.
So it does come back.
Okay. Then we should limit our time outside.
Thorinir first, and then we'll go out and do the thing that he's doing.
Okay. He might know a better way to dispel this,
Yeah.
but I trust it. I think you know.
Most of my spells just set light to things.
What good is that? Read your notes. What are these writings if they are meaningless?
Set fire to things. Set fire to things. Hurt people's brains. Kill people.
You need
I
to
don't
make
have
better
spells for
notes.
that.
I thought this was what writing was for. Was it not to get you out of illusions?
Let's go.
Let's do it. Who's going? You guys are staying here.
You're coming too, we're going.
We're all going.
Let's go together.
Right.
I didn't mean to offend you. I just didn't know what the.
You're always on at me. Let's go.
Right. Let's go do this. Remember, we want to get this done as quickly as possible.
You need to.
Grab him and drag him back if we have to.
Mallory the halfling you met back in Callus just opens her eyes, still kind of half asleep. Good luck at the festival. I'd love to come and watch.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Mallory, I think it's going to be an anticlimax.
The little sister Malil. Oh, can we watch? Kind of tugs on her sleeve. No, we can't. Oh, please, why can't... And you're walking out towards the waterfall, which still from this side appears to be flowing upward.
Oh, everyone hold their breath. The
Perfectly normal.
water's going to send you crazy.
Oh yeah,
The waterfall.
well remembered.
I could swim up the waterfall, but I don't know what's up there.
We could all just hold hands and go through.
Okay.
Okay, so you're pushing through.
Straight through.
Yeah.
We're breaking
And
through.
you've all got Wool with you.
Yes.
Yeah. As you push through,
It's-
can you
it's
make
me.
a saving throw, a charisma save with advantage, please?
I
With
remind.
advantage, yes.
I did remind the.
And use my new rolling technique.
Yeah, but
That's
you-
not what I've
It's
got.
average.
This is called advantage.
It's
Two
average.
dice in
With
one roll!
with advantage.
Well, I hope this carries on.
Not
My
brilliant.
first roll was a 19, plus 1 for my charisma.
Yeah,
My
you-
second one
you're
was a
basically
natural
bard.
20,
So 21.
so 21.
And you're-
So I am charisma'd up the wazoo.
It's like wearing
A
sunglasses.
natural 18.
Yeah, sunglasses.
Strong 12.
And I've got a Zippo that I'm flicking. I'm that charismatic.
I'm on a 13.
A 13. Okay. So you push out through this waterfall, and these for the first time, these compulsions as you step out through the haze just feel like the three of you have them still, but they're suppressible. You can feel exactly the same urges that you had previously, but they're slightly under wraps. I mean, you still want
To get it through.
to do it, yeah. Malcolm, you do not feel it at all. You look around, and for the first time, you have clear thought.
Does the place look any different without the cloud of the madness on it?
Make a
Much less meat.
perception roll.
Less meat, more dead bodies.
It's just limbs.
6,
Bloody limbs.
That's 8.
8. Not particularly.
Right.
The group. So you look, and again you see this market stand in the centre there. You see the short lady halfling with the frizzy red hair, kind of shaking a little bit behind it, looking a bit awkward. Stood in this stone square. Again, you've got these clear, sparkling rivers that are running in these channels that have been hollowed out in these nicely carved channels. You can also see, after a few moments, Pug again return. He's still going with his ladle out into there. That's there back to the stew, and he's drinking it.
Iron stomach,
fast
that
as he
lad
can.
has.
I've just had a terrible thought.
Well, the pug's got about 16 litres of fountain water in him,
Not the
and he's still going.
not so much what water he's got in him, it's what he's been eating. If we think that the some of the
Not laughing at
townspeople
that.
have been turning into the piles of meat, he's possibly been eating members of his family.
Let's carry on.
That's
This is the perfect music for that sentence.
so. Does anybody have any idea where Thorinir was last seen?
Why don't we shout his name?
Sorry!
I would have.
Anya,
Where
where
do I-
are you?
Can I point to where I last saw him?
Where did you last see
Check
him?
the
I believe he
trees.
was up. He was ripping the ribbons out of the trees. The lady
Sure.
was asking him.
Yeah,
to put-
absolutely. So you
So
can
it was.
point, and it was kind of the same initial tree that
Yeah.
that Nollis and Thorinir were up. Was the last place you saw him.
I'm going to indicate to the party that was the last time.
Right,
I've
let's
seen
see
him.
if we can find him.
Head over there.
There's
Here we
perhaps
are.
a few more little bits of ribbon hung up around the place
Mm.
in slightly different locations. Thorinir doesn't seem to be up in this tree at the moment.
Oh, good.
Is the ribbon up the tree?
You can make a perception roll.
Strong as shit. Here's a 4.
No, you're certain it's not.
Can I try and track it with Celeste's guidance?
Survival.
Yeah.
So how are you trying to do that?
Well, I know how elves move around,
So there's
how the light, and I know kind of what kind of things Thorin is up likes and what he's into.
Shiny
He
things,
use
yeah.
that looking
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
broken branches, or you wouldn't really break a branch, but like just moved foliage, I guess.
okay.
Stuff like that.
Sure,
Anything
so-
like a path of disease, something like that.
Yeah. You can give me a survival check.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do
Unfortunately, there's no soft mud. It's all stone tiles,
Okay,
so
right.
there's not,
It's not really
footprints
easy.
or anything like that.
Can I do it with guidance? Is that
Yes.
right? So he's kind of humming to himself and kind of bickering to himself.
What does this look like?
What, using guidance?
What does it look like him looking around like?
Is he like
licking the ground?
a little bit, yeah. Whenever he's doing like anything with guidance, he's normally like bickering under his breath. He doesn't seem to have like a good relationship with Celeste. It's more like a bickering relationship, if you like. But yeah, he's like looking around. He's kind of talking to himself and pointing at things, almost as if he's talking to something.
I know what you mean. Just ask my wife. Hilarious, Jake. Continue on. I don't have a wife.
Oversharing.
That's only. Oh no, it isn't. It's
Soon to be.
That's a 12. actually.
20 secrets.
A 12. You have a good look around. You certainly remember some areas where he was up in the tree. You get that strange feeling of compulsion again as you look at it in that area. You can't.
Can't see any fruit.
You can give me a perception roll.
Jeepers.
Tempting fate now.
Still got guidance, so it's gonna be good. Oh jeepers. That's 20.
Ooh.
Give me a second. Oh, where are my glasses? It's 24.
24. So you now
Stay where
realise
you are.
that what you'd been collecting last time was foliage
Yes.
and actually was not fruit.
Yes.
There are some small white, possibly berries, that look a bit maybe like juniper berries or something like that that are up in the tree. You're confident, yeah, they're the right things. You also, with that incredible perception roll, notice a nice bit of red ribbon that just obscured at the very top of the canopy.
What, hidden?
Yeah, I mean, it's not obviously placed.
I'm gonna jump up the tree
Yeah.
and inspect that ribbon for clues.
Is this going to be like you're climbing up the cliff?
Maybe.
Just give me your athletics for your climbing.
This should be good.
There's a ladder right there.
Climb, climb, climb.
Acrobatics, did you say, or athletics? Doesn't matter.
Athletics for climbing. Yeah.
Bam. 18.
18, you successfully climb up pretty easily, and
How about that?
you kind of get up to the top there. And as you reach the top, you can see this ribbon. It seems unlikely this was placed by a halfling. It's so high up, but you get a better view of the area as well. So if you'd
Can
like
you
to,
see Thorin here from up there?
I found a ribbon. Does that
Okay.
help?
Probably
He was
not.
he was putting ribbons up or taking them down.
It's likely he placed this.
Mm.
Unless I placed it. No, I did not. I think it was him.
so you can see these flat stone roofs that are on the top of all these small halfling buildings around this square with these river channels, the upside down waterfall. And you see now, looking behind you over to the east side, which was kind of away from the square previously, you'd not seen it before, this similar, well, the same location that Clary saw previously, which is this stone semicircular stage that's raised a few feet off the ground like
I've
a
been talking
platform.
about it. I didn't know about it. No.
You see it's backed onto this cliff face, and then there's this large amphitheatre style carved hollow within this area, and you can see chairs that have been placed in just like a theatre or similar to that. And it's all open. It's open air, and there are some people in there.
Is Thorin up there?
I cannot see him. At
You
least
can-
it was
you
not
can do a
described by
perception.
my
Yeah.
ethereal
You can do a
voice in
perception
my head.
roll.
Do a perception roll.
No, walk with
It's early
him.
morning, by the way. Now it's kind of sunrise, daybreak.
He's still bickering to himself and like looking around and seeing where he's been pointed. It's 20, non-natural.
20. You can see two people on the stage. One is a short halfling, brown hair. Another next to him is in a wheelchair. Not a contraption you'll have seen before. And you see with this wild white pointed hair with kind of blue tips, he's sat there. You notice another halfling that sat on one of the chairs there, and it could be melee. Certainly looks very similar. And you can also make out Thornair, who is tending to some tree, to an area of trees at the back of the rear of the seating area.
So over in the amphitheatre. Cool. I'll relay that. He's over there. He's over at some big stone circle with a person sat in a wooden contraption and a couple of other people.
I've been there.
You know the
We
way?
can go there.
Okay.
Oh, that'll be the festival! Pug shouts across.
Do you want to come with us, Pug?
Oh, it's on in an hour. I'll be busy at the shop.
Will you? Hi, are you hungry?
Oh, I'm always hungry.
Are you? Have you been eating well recently?
Oh, I don't eat my own food.
Oh,
There will be
good.
nothing left for the customers.
Good. Just drink the water and...
With his extra long ladle.
Yeah, good.
I think we should get him somewhere safe.
Do you want to come for a little walk, maybe relax before the festival?
Relax!
Yeah.
Ha! It's the least relaxing time of the year.
Can we?
Try it.
Can
we go over to Pug?
Can we save everybody? I
Yeah, you
mean,
can go over to Pug.
yeah. Okay.
Cool. I think
Norris,
Clara's...
before he gets down the tree,
Go
is
for
just
it.
going to pocket some of the berries from the tree.
Sure.
Just like a handful.
Yeah.
My ears prick up. There's some berries being picked.
There's these small white berries, barely a couple, centimetre or more in size.
It's cool. He's going to have that. Then he's going to itch himself a little bit. Then he's going to get down the tree.
So Clara's going to walk over to Pug. Hi, Pug.
Oh, hi there.
Hi.
Can I get you a pie?
For that very reason, Pug, I quite like you. So just forgive me for what I'm about to do. And he takes his hand and he just puts it in front of Pug's face, closes his eyes,
Sets his face.
focuses on the night sky, and casts sleep.
Oh,
Isn't that an area of effect?
Yeah, but it's creatures within 20 feet, so I can do it so it only hits him. That's fine.
That's it. Just behind you.
I wander up behind him and go.
I can't remember the roll for this baby, but I think it's hit
Certain
points.
amount of hit points
Yeah.
based on. Let me just quickly.
do you roll for the hit points? Is that how it works?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you roll.
You roll 5d8. And
And there's only one creature
Yeah.
there, so it'll all affect him.
If that doesn't work, I've got a big stick.
You're going to roll enough.
Okay.
You're going to roll enough. So as
It's only
you,
a little creature.
yeah, as you
small but mighty.
cast sleep and step away, that you see, what do they see?
It's a night sky drapes down. It's almost like a smoke comes out of the atmosphere, like a humidity, and it begins as darkness, but then you can see night sky in it, silvery stars, and it sails over the 20-foot radius that's in front of him as it dissipates.
Beautiful.
This small, helpless halfling is asleep.
It's a very obvious effect. The halfling that was shown shaking and shuddering just doesn't even turn an eye to it. And Poke just looks at you, holding his ladle, and just falls sideways into this
Yeah.
glistening lake
I'd like
that's
to
there.
catch him.
I'll
Okay,
I'll
fine.
pick him up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to let me do that?
You can attempt to react. You can attempt a reaction to catch him before he gets soaking wet.
Okay. Oh no.
It's dexterity.
Trip
Okay.
over and force his head under the water.
8.
8. You probably kind of half catch him. About half of his head gets dumped
Gets
into,
ladled.
into the water. Okay. Yeah, and you pull him up. He's just got wet hair.
Got him by the legs, head of the water.
I'll pick him up, sling him over my shoulder. He's only a little
Okay.
fella.
Go easy on him, he's only little.
Yeah, he's alright.
Can I take his ladle?
Sure.
Cool.
He's not resisting.
I imagine
How long's that affect? Is it a minute?
it lasts for 1 minute. Yeah, we need to
I
get him
want
to the
to run.
cage.
Right, okay, I'll take him to
Cage.
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 What the?
Yeah,
Okay, you
a
guys-
watery cage.
the. You
which
guys
is
go
much
and
like
get
a cave.
Thorinir. I'll take this. Take him
Ulterior
to
motive.
the cave. Okay.
Okay.
He's
you're-
the bad
Running
guy!
him back into the,
Over my
into the
shoulder.
waterfall.
Yep. Straight back to the cave.
Fine. Okay. Anything else you guys doing outside?
Let's head on to Thorinir.
Yeah. So you had kind of pushed back through the waterfall
Mhm.
and returned back inside. Aaron's there. It seems like everyone's kind of woken up now. Is he okay?
Yes, the madness seems to have affected him quite a bit. He's been drinking lots of the water.
Bisman kind of jumps down off of the rock.
Plock him down on the
Pug,
ground.
you idiot. And he just walks over to him. Oh dear. Put him on the block. And Aaron kind of goes with you. He takes his arm and sort of drags him. You might pick up his legs if he's there. Tosses him over onto the block. The block.
Claro had to knock him out because he was basically he's just been drinking and I think eating constantly. So
I will look after him, thank you.
Right. I'll head back out.
Okay. So you push back out of the cave, through the waterfall. Can you give me another save?
Oh no!
With advantage?
Yes, with advantage.
It's charisma, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's 12.
You're real rich there.
Oh, that's a 1.
I am just
One. So you got advantage, so you can
defining.
take the 12.
Oh, I've got the 12.
Is that after
12.
modifiers? Yes.
That is
Fine. So again, this compulsion
Back to
just
the
slightly
notes.
returns Jude again this time.
Mhm.
You're not overcome with it.
Sort of
but
take a look over towards
just
the gate.
that paranoia comes back to you a little bit.
Mhm.
You're drenched from this upside down waterfall. It doesn't, as you're going there, it doesn't lift you up or anything.
So I'd be
It feels like a
from the
regular
bottom up
waterfall
rather than
almost.
the top down.
Yeah, you-
Stop bit
Just-
up your nose.
nothing feels particularly
Horrible.
different about it as you walk through it. But as you look back to it, it's certainly
Swimming.
firing up. So you can quickly catch up with these guys if that's what you're doing.
I head over
And
towards them.
return back over to this amphitheatre area, which is really close. All this is really congested together.
Did you seem okay, Malcolm?
I've left him with the others. I think he's going to be all right.
Yeah. Good.
They didn't seem overly worried about him, but I think he's going to be fine.
Okay.
So you walk back into that area. You can see the two on the stage. You instantly see Melly sat on in the second row nearest you, just sat there, just looking in the direction. And then you now see Thornir at the back of this stone area. The whole area is about 80 feet deep. The stage itself is 40 or so feet across and then 30 feet deep. And Thornir is right at the back, and he's again round a tree. And you've now noticed that you're down here, that the other lady that was putting up all the ribbons, Dadel, she is being
Knocked
pursued.
unconscious.
Is being pursued very closely by Thornir.
Hey, Melly, how you doing? Over there.
Oh, how are you doing?
No, I asked first.
Yeah, I'm doing good. The festival's on an hour.
Yeah, just one hour, Melly. Just 1 hour to go. You stay there.
Yeah.
You just wait for the festival.
You've seen it before?
No.
What normally happens at the festival?
Not us.
Yes. It's me.
What normally happens at the festival? Well, it's the bird.
What happens? You fight the bird, yeah?
Well, I don't know.
Somebody does?
Yeah, Blaze will fight the bird.
What happens if Blaze cannot? What happens if he is ill or not?
Oh, he won't be ill. He wouldn't miss this.
What if he's been, I don't know, say some horrible thing happened and he was turned into meat? How?
Theoretically,
Just purely, like if you fell off a cliff or something, what would happen?
A cliff of meat.
Well, Serge would probably do it. She gestures up to the halfling in the wheelchair.
Right. I did not want to judge. He could be a fierce combatant.
He is.
In his mechanized chair. It could be.
I don't know what this apparatus is, but he clearly is a man of great intelligence. It's good to craft such an instrument.
Don't think he crafted it, but
How do you know? I have never seen it before.
have I seen one of these before? Do you think?
It's plausible. Not this exact thing, but
Yeah.
adaptations
A
of.
mobility chair.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It could be pretty good for the exam.
What, the chair? Good's that for the exam?
You could pass the exam with the chair.
What do you mean pass it? Pass by in that
Sorry,
chair?
I forgot it was madness.
Yeah.
Should we talk to these two?
Talk to who?
on the stage.
Do we not want to get Thorin? I thought the idea was we were
Yeah,
going
let's
to-
get.
He looks okay over there. He looks pretty happy with his girlfriend.
Ah,
His
the
girlfriend.
last ribbon. Halt.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe we should.
Do you have any ribbon with you?
Melly?
This is the other lady now talking to you, the one that's Dadel, who's wearing the apron with the long plaited red hair, that's been putting ribbon all around the town. Your friend has eaten most of the ribbon. I wondered if you had any other.
I cut some of my hair off last night.
Yeah.
It is blue.
He looks really tired. He's been, you can see he's really pale, paler than usual. He's a bit drained, and he looks like somebody that's been up all night following somebody
Eating
taking down ribbon. Yeah.
Thorin, are you okay?
But the trees have been saved.
Okay.
How do you feel now? And as Noah says that, he's going to grab the wool and just rub it and throw it in his face.
Okay. So as you do so, you can make a charisma save with advantage.
Whoa, that's 2 of these. Don't want that
Come
one.
on, we got this.
15.
15. This feeling of, you always have sympathy for the trees, but this feeling of intense.
This wasn't madness.
This feeling.
My card
It
said
lessens.
no change.
It lessens a little. You feel
Just be yourself.
you feel a little regret for the amount of ribbon you've consumed.
Yes. Well,
Do you feel
that was weird.
better?
Where have you guys been?
We...
As you take it away from the face, can you make another save?
Who said he took it away?
Because you were
Is
like,
there advantage on this?
No.
11.
11. It's starting to kind of come back to you and return to you, this feeling.
Hey!
What?
What are those berries?
What berries?
Where did you get those
I don't
berries?
have any berries.
You've got berries.
I don't have any.
Okay.
I'm
Should we
gonna
take
pull
him back to the
I'm
cave?
going to pull a ribbon out and try and bat it out your
I'm going to
hands.
start running
As you do,
towards the
Dadel
wall.
just kind of tries to take that ribbon from your hand.
Stuff it back in.
Lars is going to be like shaking the berries. And then he's going to run, like walk backwards and towards the waterfall.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a
And
wonderful
see if you can
image.
lure Thorinir over to the
Carrot
waterfall.
on a stick. Do you follow Thorinir?
I do. Fast.
Okay.
Like
He's
a
gonna- he's
bull.
gonna
Like a
run.
bull.
He's going to run.
Yeah.
He's going to run.
So you're running him.
I think he's a lot faster than
He is faster than you.
Yeah.
So yeah, reasonably quickly you're able to catch him as you make progress towards the stage.
Okay.
Can I get to the... Oh no, that's a bad idea.
Can
I get to the water
take over.
before he can get...
I can take over. I can outrun him.
Yeah, I'm going to do a pass.
The baton
A dump
race.
off to
I'm going to
Morgan.
try and intercept that pass.
Okay,
Yeah.
so just give me
Rugby World
give
Cup.
me a dexterity off on that one.
Well,
Turnover.
that's two. Or
just-
acrobatics
you-
or...
I think just dexterity. You
Am I
versus-
included in
No,
this?
just
Oh, thank God for that.
Oh, it's a one!
You just drop the berries on the floor,
Oh dear.
and Thorinir easily reaches them.
Oh no.
Oh, he looks
You want to
unhappy.
try this again, blue friends?
I just want to show you something. The berries were just a lure.
What do you want to show me?
It's behind the waterfall.
There are trees behind there.
Maybe not trees, but there are creatures that you will like.
Creatures.
Yes.
Are they safe?
Yes. Well, maybe not. Somebody's been harvesting it for wool.
Wool?
Yes.
Have they been taking just enough to leave the animal warm still?
They've been taking more than they
Ooh,
should.
loads,
Wait,
loads.
you've got some!
And not
Yes.
using...
Was it
not
you?
using the
No,
proper equipment.
I bought this. This is fine.
Yeah. Using alchemy scissors. Or alchemical scissors. Or artisan scissors, whatever they are
and
called.
and harsh words.
They were thieves. Thieves.
Thieves. They were using thieves' tools to steal wool from the creature.
Was it the gnome?
No.
It was someone in behind the waterfall. Come, there is no time.
I will come,
He will be naked and
but
cold.
I'm keeping an eye on you.
Keep an eye on me all the way to the waterfall. Don't let me out of your sight.
Come, all of us. Let's go.
Okay, so back to the waterfall. You get to the waterfall and again press through it, and you come back down into this cave. For the first time, you're greeted by this slight slope down, bend to the right, and this cave in which you see Aaron, you see Mallory and Malil, the two halflings from Callus. You see this man, halfling with pointed ears, short brown curly hair, and black robes that's just kind of sat on top of this brock, this white large creature, like the dead one you saw on the road. No, I don't know if you hear that session.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dead one you saw on the road, same
Made me
creature.
very peaceful.
That one, yes.
And the Brocks aren't the Scarron.
You don't know what a Scarron is. Yeah. And then there's the 8 children that are sat near it as well, that were from Weirdwit.
Thorinir, go over to the creature.
And-
Just go and sit down by the creature.
And Pug.
Pug. I've met Pug
He's
yet.
wetter than the others. As now are all of you.
Yeah.
Pug, how you doing?
What? Oh, I'm fine.
Are you there? Your tummy a bit full of water?
Meat?
I think you should be sick.
He should.
Why would I be sick?
Yeah. Can I have your ladle?
I have it.
He's got it.
I need the ladle.
What for?
I'm very thirsty.
Hey,
Yeah.
Can you pass my ladle?
I don't
I
think that's a good idea.
You should be sick, Pug. I'm not been. Give me the ladle now.
Have a little sick and I'll give you the ladle.
Give me the ladle
Have a
now.
little sick.
Someone punch him in the stomach.
Zerlin, have you got any salt?
I don't believe I have salt, I'm afraid.
Laxatives?
I'll punch him in the stomach, though.
Punch
I'll sneak up.
Okay, you're trying to do damage to him.
Roll initiative.
You know when you make him sick? Right in the stomach. He's full of
You're
water.
not trying to damage him. You're
I'll
just trying to make
do
just
one
to roll
damage,
make it-
yeah.
So you're making an attack roll.
Yeah. Zolan doesn't know his own strength, I'm afraid. That's the problem.
So an unarmed
To
attack.
break him in half.
Yeah.
Zerlin's lost his mind.
No, no.
Tell us his mind,
Plus-
he just
plus
punches
strength.
people.
Strong 14.
Yeah, you punch him in the
Boom! Right in the bloody
and
tummy.
damage roll with
Yeah.
1d4.
1d4, my
If
friend.
you kill
Plus
this
strength?
pie man,
God, could you imagine if I killed him with one punch?
I'm just waiting.
Oh, all my hair would I'll be lost and I'll get what a 3? No, 3 damage at -1.
I'm waiting for the
damage.
resulting
damage.
pressure damage
Okay.
when he just barfs on the floor.
Don't give the
Then
DM
high pressured water.
any
Straight out.
ideas.
Please let that happen.
You
Please let that happen.
knock
Please
him
let
to
that
the
happen.
floor. You
Yeah.
can hear a bit of a crack of a rib as you punch him.
Jeez.
Oh!
Sick.
And the children kind of let out a gasp.
Yeah.
And he's
It's this little old man just.
Doesn't talk. Just comes in and punches him.
He's not sick.
Oh, I'll put him in the recovery position then.
Okay.
While he's on the floor.
The fairy's going to come down and pat his head and just be like, oh, Pug. And then just puts fingers down his throat.
Okay.
Trying to get him to throw up.
Bodies.
Yeah. As you do so, he just turns to the side, and the huge amount of water comes out. He just starts. It's not unpleasant. Really, it's just water.
I think in terms of narrative, most of it should end up going over Zola.
I disagree. I run.
And yeah, just this streams of water that
with a bit of
that are
internal
coming
bleeding.
Claire's gonna
Small chunks of
stroke
bone
his head.
coming up as well.
Any meat? No meat.
Malil kind of rolls to the side as the water's coming in her direction, stands up and gets out of the way, and they all just move away from him as
Recognisable,
this water's
recognisable
flowing.
chunks of meat, like the end of a finger.
Oh,
and
oh!
Oh, Puggy.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Feel
Well,
a
well
bit
done,
better
Pug.
now?
Well done. Oh!
I'm sorry, Bug. Sorry.
Punch him again.
Put his down. I'll
How
kick
many
him.
times have you had a go at me about all this sage and wisdom and all that
he
malarkey?
no, he
You
w-
just walk up and punch this guy in the stomach. I mean,
Zolan,
look at him.
Zolan, don't you reply. It was the heavy hand of justice.
Heavy hand.
He had done nothing wrong. You are
Zolan.
punching.
Zolan
Yeah.
saved
Punching
this
an
man.
innocent man.
I thought you showed great wisdom.
He's always won.
The duo would be proud.
Badua? You never do, do you?
Yes, he
I
was
know.
there.
Sorry, Aaron. Thank you, sir. I was too busy shocked with my accomplishment. Thank you very much.
Yes, I knew him well.
Do you think he would have
Remember
been
we
proud?
met.
Do you think that? Oh, I feel giddy now.
Really?
I think I skipped him a step, yeah.
I nearly die trying to save a woman. I get nothing but heartache.
And
for
everyone
it.
just
And
says,
then
"Yeah, you
just
shouldn't
punch in
have
the
tried to
stomach.
save
Ooh,
the
look at him,
woman."
he's a little hero.
Punch
Punch
a
him.
halfling in the stomach and everyone loves you.
Yeah, I know.
I should punch more halflings.
Yeah, I think we'll
you
give that a
lot
go.
should be careful. I will punch you for wisdom.
Mallory kind of just puts her
Yeah,
hand
and
up
you-
in front of the children.
You should be afraid of me. I'm going to come with whole force of wisdom straight in your
Nollis,
stomach.
Nollis,
What?
please.
Please tell you, these people.
You must also show great virtue.
That's virtue. Yeah.
I've actually is drinking as well.
I'll tell you the thing about virtue.
Where did you get that flagon of mead
Never
from?
you mind. What I do on my own time is no business of yours.
That's river water.
Did you see Melly?
We saw Thorin here. He's here.
Donna, you're still feeling the same at the moment. You
Oh.
still-
Go and hug the creature.
I will go and stroke the creature.
Stroke the fiery wall.
It looks
So as you do, this
It's very
same
inviting.
feeling of comfort, relaxation, and calm
my berries drop.
comes over you. And it just
That's what happens when you stroke the wall.
this white creature just feels so soft and warm and comforting and homely, and you return. Your senses return.
Nollis, I'm so sorry
Sorry for what?
for mildly slapping you a week
Oh
ago.
yes, it was wild. Do not worry, that is fine.
Thorin, you need some of this wool, otherwise you're going to go mad again.
What's
tickets.
happening? I don't have a clue what's going on.
So this is a Brock. You remember these?
I remember the Brock.
The
I remember you. I don't remember you being quite so vicious.
That was medicine. A heavy-handed medicine.
Apparently so.
Yes.
Tough love.
Yeah.
I remember that.
He's still kind of in the fetal position, just feeling sorry for himself.
Yeah, I was
Broken rib.
Aaron just kind of picks him up by the scruff of his neck and puts him on the Brock. This will do you better.
He's covered in vomit.
Good lad.
He's much thinner now.
And the Brocks, they have a kind of a mental healing property, and if you're touching them, you get some of the emotion of the animal, and they're pretty happy animals.
Yeah, unless they are angry, I guess. I do not know.
I've never met an angry Brock.
I think they can be.
They're
Lord
pretty
Osmium come down and had a whinge at the people of Callus because of an angry Brock, wasn't there?
Lord
Wasn't-
Osmium.
Yes, Osmium.
Which is a good job
That's
you
right.
did.
Yeah. I was listening.
Inspiration.
No, don't need that. I punched a guy. That was inspiration enough.
But there is
Yeah.
some kind of illusion in this place. Well, maybe not illusion, something that affects your mind. I'm assuming it is illusion. We do not know that, I guess. But what
I did have a false belief that trees were completely helpless without my
Yeah,
guarding.
we've all suffered a very personal delusion while we've been in the town, and the wool from this creature will protect you to a certain extent from that. And there's more
They're all
vomiting.
knotted together.
Magic trick.
Punch him in the stomach.
Horrendous.
I'm going to hold Zolan back.
It's alright.
Are you sure?
It's alright, don't worry. That's medicine, that's how you do it.
Let's go and fix this place.
You were going to Thorin, we brought you here because you
Ah.
could tell us how to fix the place.
There's a bird. There's a bird, Thorin, that we have
The
to fight.
halflings think we need to find a
Can't
bird.
fight a bird.
Well, there must be another way to get us out. Aaron confused
What kind of bird is
things.
this?
It's some big, but I haven't even seen
Some
it.
sort of. It seems to be this festival thing revolves around
Fighting a bird.
a champion fighting this magical bird.
Phoenix-like bird.
Yeah, which
Mm.
protects the town or something like that for
I think we're
the rest
adding
of the
things
year.
now, didn't
I
we?
don't feel like
I'm
I've
just
made
I'm,
the
I'm
story
only
up.
Made
going.
our own myth.
I'm only going by what I
Yeah.
can glean
And the
from.
bird's name is John.
He's
and
all intelligent.
So-
It's a festival for the gods.
This is Aaron
This
speaking.
No, this is bismuth.
Bismuth.
I knew about
Okay,
the boys.
bismuth, yeah.
Getting these guys now.
Yeah.
Should we kill the bird?
No!
The bird.
It's the bird of
well,
God?
Blaze will.
Blaze
Is
is,
the magic-
Blaze is meat.
Blaze
He has been
is
sent to meat.
dead.
Well then, Surge. Oh no, he is not so well this year.
Why is he not well this year?
He was the matador last year.
The matador.
How does one become the matador? We have several champions
Through
that
training and
could
through...
become.
We've done that.
Yeah. We've done a montage of training.
How do you select a matador?
Well, the previous matador chooses the next matador.
But Blaze is meat.
Is Blaze definitely meat?
Yeah.
Blaze is me.
Is he meat?
I wouldn't go
Blaze-
into his house. It is not nice.
If
Which
Blaze
one's his
is not
house?
around, then it would be Surge.
Last time we went to his house, it
Was full of meat.
didn't go well, and it was full of meat.
The door disappeared. Clara
Oh.
went into a strange trance. He tried to kill us.
It wasn't as weird as it sounds.
Was it not?
Oh, it was.
Should we go and
But
speak?
there was a pile of meat on the bed where you would have expected there to be a blaze.
It took us about 20 minutes to figure out what the finger trap was.
What was the finger trap? What's a finger trap?
Yeah, do not worry about it.
Why do you
It's
trap
strange
people's
place.
fingers?
I got a
What a
hat.
stupid contraption.
Oh yeah, it's wearing a hat.
It's a bit
I
small
got
for
a
you,
hat.
isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
I
a little
was
bit
going
small
to
Was it-
ask. I didn't know if it was
Yeah.
still part of my madness.
This is Lolita Malkin. Is it Lolita? Are they the things with the tiny hats?
Oh, the little tiny hat. It's
Yeah,
not quite
is
that
that right?
small. It's a small hat, but
Oh,
it's not a
okay.
little tiny little hat.
I have a plan.
Do you?
Okay.
Excellent.
Finally, we've been waiting.
We have a ton of this wool. We go out, we get a surge, we find out what we have to do to matador this bird, and then I set it on fire.
But what if that will not? Aaron seems to think you guys can make your own judgments.
I'm with Aaron.
Now, hang
I
on,
think
let's
this is
can we
fabrication.
huddle out of the way of Aaron? Yeah. Huddle in.
huddle.
Team huddle.
Okay.
You get into a
Talk to
downward
me,
order.
Nollis.
I would like to fight the bird more than anyone. But I'm listening to you guys because you guys normally tell me that I go in and I fight the thing and then everyone gets mad at me and then I'm the bad guy and I need to save this world. I need to get back to my island. I need to gain glory. And if I'm just... You guys are my tribe. You need to tell me what we need to do.
The idea that this is a matador, I'm not entirely sure. It sounds to me more like a ceremonial thing rather than actually killing the bird. That's
We have heard of these matadors in my woods. They're bad people.
Have you heard of the bird?
It's a cruel sport. And they always get their comeuppance. I wouldn't volunteer to be a matador. Do we have to... Why do you have to fight a bird,
We have no
for
idea.
starters?
We
And
have
what
the
happens
note.
if you don't fight a bird?
Well, we can
Apparently
ask
this,
Surge.
but
We don't
actually-
know.
Yeah,
we can ask
you
the
are.
little
We'll
one.
go and ask him. But then, what if Aaron is right? What if this is completely
Well, then we'll know. We don't know if Aaron's...
Are we going to go grab him and bring them back here?
Oh, God, jeez.
Let's just go and ask him.
Not a halfling, no. He's a human, right?
Who's that?
Aaron.
Aaron's an
enough.
elf.
He's an elf. So, he probably has, in all honesty, hasn't had as much exposure to the customs of these people. All of the
He knows
halflings here seem to think
Aaron,
of a festival.
what do you do? What is your profession?
My profession?
Yes.
I was training to be a weird witness.
No, something better than that. Like, what were you before that? Did you read? You read? You
I
can read
was-
words, no?
I was a noble.
What do you know of the world and this madness and things like this?
I know that madness has taken over this land in the last 310 day,
Hmm.
and I know Gorik was worried of it.
Why? Why is the madness here? Why is it here in this place?
I think that's what some of us were trying to find out. But why, I don't know.
So why will killing the bird not help? Or fighting the bird? Or
I think
putting
it
in a
is
tent
the
or whatever?
bird is the problem. Every year we kill the bird. This year we haven't killed the bird and the god is angry.
You're a man of religion. How plausible is this? Would this happen on your island? If you did not appease the gods, would you expect to see this type of
Celeste
behaviours or not?
is normally more direct in her punishment. We serve the Storm Lord, and the Storm Lord can affect the storm. Every year we have a festival where we bring food to the Storm Lord, and if our offering is not good enough, he will take something we love. So
So this could be real then. This could not be a.
Okay, we are
Madness.
undecided
Real to me,
about
yeah.
our course
Yeah.
of action here.
Who are you talking to? Aaron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do with some advice. Do you, in all honesty, think that
the bird
one of us is the bird the key to this?
I mean, It seems like just their tradition to me, but who am I to dismiss a culture?
You have changed your tune, Aaron.
Sometimes traditions have a basis in fact.
I'm here in this halfling town surrounded by halflings. I'm not going to tell them they're wrong, but as an elf, it's unusual to
What
me.
does your reading tell us? What does your wisdom tell us about this place? How can we get rid of this madness?
I don't know, Norris.
Can
But
it,
it's still
Don't
very clearly the
disguise.
water, right?
can it not
The
hurt
guy
to
is
try?
drinking the water. That is
And
true.
every time we pass through the water, we get mad. And when we were in the other towns, when we touched the water, we were mad. When people drank the water, they were mad.
There is a
Why
lot-
are we ignoring the
needed
water?
him.
Yeah.
This is why
There
we
is a
needed
lot
him.
of water in this town. All the
Every time we
channels
pass
and-
through the water, we have to internally check ourselves
Yes.
and make sure we're not mad
So
anymore.
we block off the water. We build it down.
Are you saying we just leave? We head on?
No,
no,
this
no,
is
no.
exactly the thing you said not to do.
I'm confused.
I
Kill
said
the
we throw,
bird.
we throw water on the bird, make it mad.
How do we fix the water then, Thorin?
I believe we should go to the source.
Source.
Which
It's-
is
That's
in
Dark
Dathgar
Crag,
Crag.
yeah.
So we go to Dathgar Crag.
Which is what I
fix the water.
said.
You said just leave.
Shall we chat to Surge first?
Why not?
And we'll
We're on
just-
the
we're
way.
here,
I think Bloody
we'll-
love Surge,
I
don't
think-
they? Let's go
I
and
think-
talk to him.
Yeah, let's.
Let's talk to another
So
radio.
if
we
we
can
can
do-
yeah, let's
if
go
we
and
can-
talk to the meat. That's a great idea.
If we can do
Jesus.
something
Surge
to
is
help
meat,
this
Blaze is
town
meat.
before we leave, then I think we should try.
But we are focused on the world is dying.
I know, but
These guys
if we
are
can
fine,
do
they're just
something-
eating each other. That is a very normal part of animal life.
Claro is going to leave.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah. Through the waterfall.
sure.
where are
So
you
please give me
going?
your save as you do.
I'm going to the bloody coal hole. It's been freaking years.
What? The
There's-
coal hole?
There's a place full of coal and I need coal and you're all talking and I'm going.
So you're going to get coal. Okay.
With
Shall we
advantage.
go, if you guys want to go to Surge?
Surge it up.
Okay, let's do that
Right,
then.
okay.
He will meet us there, I'm sure.
Let's surge
He
to
needs to have
Surge.
time to deflect.
Clara, we'll
and
meet
calm
you at the stage.
It was only 10.
Sure.
Trying to.
You're right on the kind of cusp. You have the mad compulsion, and you're not very good at suppressing it.
He turns to himself and goes, maybe there's dead bodies at the coal hole. I think continues on.
Meet us back at the stage.
Yeah, whatever.
down. Meet us back at the stage, get it?
Oh, it's actually, it's quite funny.
You head back in that direction.
Yeah.
You-
Oh, Tharnan needs wool.
Only
Anything?
meat, wool.
as you're walking past the stall.
Oh,
Do you want anything?
what do you sell?
Wool.
Do you actually sell wool? Or are you all out?
I've got wool. She's kind of shaking, shivering. She steps out
Oh.
from the side, and she looks quite frail actually.
Okay, I'll come buy something from you on my way back from the coal hole.
Okay, it's the festival today.
Yeah, 1 hour.
That's
Yeah. Cool.
Just kind of gazing into space,
Oh,
seeing through you almost.
okay.
So you head over to that direction. What are you four doing?
We're going to get some wool for Thorin here.
Yeah. So you can cut some away.
I'll have another go. Yeah.
Relatively simply. You've still got your roll of. You've still got some of that reel as well from previously. Because you divvied some of that out, didn't you? So
Yeah.
You've still got enough.
Oh, cool.
that you
Thorin,
feel
if you
confident
keep
could
this
do
on
that.
this wool on you, wear it about your person. It will offer you some protection against. No, don't eat it. Please don't eat it. It will offer some protection against the madness when we're out in the village.
And you're exiting the.
Yeah.
I'm
The
going
area?
to thank the Brock first.
Okay.
For
Give it a
protection.
go. Again, that just calming, relaxing, soothing, reassuring sensation just makes your hair stand on end as you touch it.
I've got quite long hair.
We're going to go see a man about a bird.
Okay, so you start to exit. Good luck.
Thank you.
Oh, have we got any for Surge when we get there?
Hmm.
Do we have enough? We got enough about a person to divvy
Everyone
some
in
out?
his face.
Cool. We'll do that. Yeah.
Watch out for the bird.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Okay.
You are over
Who
at
said
the
that?
bismuth.
Bismuth.
You're over at
It's
the.
business time. You've
At
probably
the-
already done that, right?
You're over at the coal hole again, so you pass everybody there, past the pool,
Okay.
back over to the edge near the rock face, and you look again at the at Blaze's hole, which was right next to it, which was the room you went mad in previously.
Okay. And the
Very juvenile side of the table here. You notice that?
Can I just say that we didn't get enough airtime for its bismuth time, so just
that's
Great.
Yeah, well, I should have saved that.
that's great.
You should have saved that. That was good.
He's going to just try the door for the coal hole.
Sure. So, if you recall, it's got a big, heavy padlock
Yeah.
on the front of
Yeah.
it.
Which one of us picked up the key?
Yeah, thick wooden door and then a
I
big,
picked up the key. Didn't I?
heavy padlock, which is a little bit rusted, which
would have been.
clearly shuts these two doors.
Yeah, and he's just like, oh, jeez. Cool. Well, I guess, it's useful being someone who can make things explode and stuff. And he's going to hit it with a fireball.
Okay.
Oh jeez!
Yeah.
I am becoming more and more.
Morty,
It's just Morty in a robe.
Let's just hope that the coal cellar isn't full of, I don't know, highly flammable dust.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, go for it.
Oh jeez, Thomas!
No, it's a good one. It is plus... I can't remember any of my spells. It's like we haven't fought anything in a while. Stand by. Oh, I'm really... Oh, jeez. 16 plus my cantrips aren't on here, Rich, you idiot.
Oh, no. That's right. There's a
What are you
cantrip
looking for?
there.
Fireball. Oh,
You
yeah.
got it there
It's
as
16 plus 5, so 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Lovely. And it's going to do some amount of damage. Shouldn't have turned away.
well. 1d8. No, d10, I think.
It is a D10.
Right, I sympathise.
I
I
can see a
remember what it was
D10
like when
right
I
now.
had magic.
I don't think I actually
Too much
own
to
a
remember.
D10. Can I borrow your D10, good sir?
La, la, la,
You don't have
la,
a
la,
D10?
la. I think you do have a d10. I think you just misinterpret it. I believe that is a d10 right
I believe
there.
in a thing called D10. 7.
7. So it's super effective against it, as it
Oh, that's a d10.
super effective, and as it's a wooden door and you're hitting it with this
Wild
fire,
door appears.
it kind of takes to it, and the flames lash around it. It looks like it's burning, charring away some of it. It's not enough to take it down. It's a big old door.
Cool. He's just going to kick it like a complete boss.
Okay, so you can give me an athletics.
It's about to go through, or you're
Check.
a bit silly.
It's 5.
You just kind of kick it and it doesn't move.
Ow!
So he drowns a leg on fire. Ah, no!
Again, this huge fire was kind of blasting up, illuminating the area, and nobody bats an eyelid.
It's one for Zolan's Iron Fist.
You guys are kind of
Yeah.
merging from the
As
waterfall at
we-
this stage.
yeah, as
Can you
we-
give me your
Oh,
saves?
yeah,
first?
so-
I would destroy that noise.
As we emerge from the waterfall, I
With
look over
advantage.
towards the towards where the coal hole is. That's 18, and see this cloud of smoke going up. Faintly hear sounds of swearing.
18.
13.
11.
18, yeah. So yourself and Zolan, you can sense it mildly in the back of your head, but your compulsions are not there. Thorinir and
That's good.
Nolus, you're a lot closer to your compulsions than the others.
Oh no!
Peter and the
And
chicken.
you see Hill Haley in the middle of the town by a stand, and you see Clara at the other side, with the flaming door just kicking it.
How big is the flame? Is it like bad?
Good
No,
Clara
it's
impression.
it's you can see it kind of just smoking at the door. You can see it's not a raging inferno,
Should we give him a hand?
but it looks like it's caught on parts of the door.
Do you want a hand, Clara?
Has anyone got the key?
I got Kate.
Well, the door is on fire. You will hurt yourself.
Don't come all over this way. You just like strap it to an arrow or something and send it my way.
I only have 4. I'm not wasting them on a key.
I'll,
Just throw it at him.
I'll run over and pass him the key.
Yeah, this is really
Throw it at him.
extremely straightforward.
Punch him.
Seems to work.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to inconvenience each other.
And that's fine. Don't worry. I'll just burn everything down.
I'd like to try the key on the door, please.
Sure. So it's a big
Burning
cock-
your fingers
big
on the
cock
process.
key that you place into this lock. It fits perfectly. You turn it. It's a little bit stiff,
Yeah.
but you
And
manage
hot.
to kind of force it round, and this flaming door opens just as it kind of burns enough, and it kind of falls off its hinges at the same time.
Very
He
cinematic.
looks at Malcolm and he's just like, I did that. Cool. He'll walk on in and you can feel free to do some stuff.
You immediately look in this dark area. You get this dusty, makes you cough as you walk in. And it is piled floor to ceiling with coal.
Oh, I'm so glad you didn't say meat.
It's right in front of you. You know, it's.
Well,
a
how about
foot from
how
the
about
pit.
that? It's a coal shed.
You don't know how long I've been waiting for this.
Really?
There's at least 10 GPs worth in here.
I'm sure that means something to you.
He's like,
so-
I'll be a little while, and he just takes the door, and it's like got holes in it, but he still just closes it.
It's still smouldering.
Yeah, there's still like daylight coming
The
through.
top hinge has come off, so it's kind of on the diagonal.
He's just going to close it, and
okay.
Go around the coal.
yeah,
I think we'll leave him to it.
he's going to sit in the coal head. Shed, and you can imagine what he's doing now.
Yeah, that's the only trouble.
That stuff belongs in the earth.
So it's a ritual.
Yeah. Which will be. I mean, I think it's an hour.
Is it a ritual? An hour? Does it say ritual on it?
You can do it as a ritual.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah,
as a
you can.
ritual.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. And it's an hour
It's an
ritual,
hour.
is
I
it?
thought it was 10 minutes.
I feel like 10 minutes, but then is
Yeah, it
that
might be an hour actually.
Okay. The rest of you?
To Surge!
I will leave him to it and rejoin my friends, and we're heading over towards the stage, I think, aren't we?
So you head
Yeah.
you head across to the stage. Simply enough, yeah, back through the square.
Now, none of us have actually spoken to these two guys. It was only you that spoke to him
That's
before, wasn't it?
So you head in there,
Originally.
and there's these stone steps, 3 or 4 stone steps, up to the top of this semicircular stage, stone carved stage. There's the halfling wearing a type of leather armour, brown hair, combed back,
Where's
a little bit
Blaze?
of stubble. There's pointed halfling ears, relatively thin, and he's chatting with who was pointed out as Surge to you in the wheelchair, sat down with his white hair and his pointed up with his blue
Okay.
tips.
Do I know which is which?
Surge was indicated to you by in the wheelchair.
Right. Okay, so I will go up to Surge and say,
John, this one.
10 minutes longer than normal.
you
10 minutes longer than normal.
you are the Matador?
I am!
Give him the wool. Punch him in the stomach.
Punch him in the face! Stomach's in a chair, it's hard to get to.
I'm Surge, who are you?
Give him the wool.
Yeah, I'll
Do not listen to his madness.
I'll hand him some wool.
You're enormous!
Yeah, I am indeed. Take some of this.
Reveal to me your secrets.
Yeah, he
I
took.
love it when you say that.
What do you want that for?
Rub it on his face. Rub it on your face.
Breathe it in. Go. Breathe it in.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm helping out.
Ooh,
I'm so persuasive.
that's 11 from me.
Intimidate him.
Bam! Oh, that's a 1.
Do you get advantage because of the galoshes? Or?
Oh, I've got the
Oh,
galoshes.
Only
yeah,
plus
yeah,
one
that's
with
one.
a galosh.
So that's up
He
to
just
12.
kind of throws it off the side of him. No, you give me your wool!
I'll just pick the wool up and I'm going to rub it in his face.
Okay.
He's a very
What do you
small
say?
man in a wheelchair, and I'm
He
taking
used to be a matador.
I'm taking full advantage of it. I don't want to waste any time.
He looks weathered. You can see some scarring, and you can see some.
Weathered.
He's been in some fights. This guy before.
Hard get.
Oh, what? This is Brock fur.
Yes.
Where'd you get that from?
It's a secret.
Don't take the Brock fur.
We need it.
We need to know about this festival.
Oh yes, the festival. Is it an hour?
Blaze is very ill.
Wool
This is the
him.
other man talking to you now.
Wool him.
Well, who?
The other guy.
I give him the wool.
Okay.
No, I mean give it to him. I mean like you're busy.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm like give him the clamps. That
Okay.
kind of thing.
Oh, I didn't-
My favourite feature on there.
oh my. And what do you?
I'm gonna be talking to him while I'm smushing it in his face.
What are you doing then?
I need to know about this festival. I need to know if defeating this bird will help the illusion that hopefully you feel better from.
Who are you guys?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We're just here to help.
Are you Blaze by any chance?
No, Blaze is meat. We keep
Blaze.
telling you this. You keep ignoring us.
Have you seen Blaze?
No, he is
no,
meat. He's
dead.
gone. I mean, he's probably off walking into wilderness.
Somebody else. We sent somebody to look for him.
We looked for him.
Yeah, that was a friend of ours. Yeah, he's not here at the moment.
Possibly not going to be here in an hour.
Well, who's going to do the festival? Serge can't do it.
We'll point to this guy right here, Nollis.
Can we use him as a proxy? Can he?
He's going to do the festival. You notice
Maybe.
his skin's like the same colour as the tips of his hair and some of the face paint that he's wearing.
He's already the right colour, mostly.
Well, he is, I suppose. Blaze isn't coming.
Blaze is
Afraid
definitely not coming.
He would love to be here, but he is somewhat indisposed.
That's a good.
Well, all the audience are here, and you look back out, and there's Melly sat in the second row.
Wavy.
They're waiting for the festival of the gods. There's a big feast being prepared.
How does the festival work? Bird out? Bird defeat? Yes. Something like that?
It's well, you gotta fight the bird.
Yeah, just the one.
Fight it or kill it.
Do we all fight the bird?
Well, it's not a, it's a festival of the gods. We've got to appease them, by defeating the bird.
Defeating the bird, killing the bird, or just defeating
Well,
the
we
bird?
don't like to
it's
say
important we know the difference.
killing.
Is the bird dead after the festival?
Yes.
Right.
And is it okay for one of us
Do we need
to do this?
I thought we were here to find out if we needed to.
It's a very strong bird.
Has anyone
Yes.
tried talking to this bird?
Don't think that's how the festival
I'm
works.
raising up. I will talk to the bird.
Have you
Where's the bird?
such a thing, Jody? It's in the pit.
It's in the pit.
Right.
Obviously, there is a pit.
I'll go down into the pit.
Oh, careful. Don't
You
get
know-
down.
You notice there's a large square hole cut out kind of in the back of the stage, the stone stage.
Like a trapdoor.
It's just like it is like a pit. It's like an empty, just black square at the back of
That's the pit, not the big arena.
about 3 or 4 feet square. Yeah, that's the way they're kind of gesturing.
Down
Does-
here?
Have you ever failed to fight the bird in the past?
Well, Serge was in a wheelchair.
Mm-hmm. Did
What
you fail to
happens-
fight the bird?
What happens if
I
nobody
killed the
fights-
bird.
Okay.
What happens if nobody fights the bird?
Well, the gods would be very unhappy.
What gods do you speak of?
All of the gods.
All of the gods?
Very greedy.
Okay.
Have you heard anything from these gods? I've met a lot of people that claim to listen to the gods, but they don't hear anything from them. They're just blindly doing things God tell them to do.
Present
Like ever
company
being-
excluded.
Apart from, of course, our very godly man just here.
What about home? Talking about home?
And we've met lots of people. There's just a lot of people blindly following silence. And you kind of sound like you are doing that.
This is why we bring him, you see. You want me to go and uppercut the bird, and that might not be the right thing to do.
They won't be happy if we don't kill the bird.
But
What has
when
happened-
did they tell you to
Hang
kill
on
the
a minute.
bird?
Hang on a minute. What happens when you kill the bird? What happens afterwards?
We have a feast.
What, you eat the bird?
Yes.
Okay.
Delicious.
And where do the birds come from?
From the pit.
They're just a never-ending yearly supply of birds in the pit.
Yes.
It sounds like madness.
This pit here.
That is the pit, yes.
This
Yes.
is the pit with the bird. There's a bird in the pit.
The festival's on in an hour. We must get going.
I don't believe there's a bird.
Let's look.
It's down there.
I'm sticking my head in the pit.
Okay. You look in there, and as you look at the bottom, it's very, very dark. With your elf eyes, you adjust after a moment. It's extremely dark, and you can see what appears to be a large bluebird, winged creature that kind of
Bird.
fills the whole space of the bottom of this 3 by 3 foot. It's kind of cramped
Thorny,
up
is
right
there a
in
bird?
There is a bird. Take it back.
Is it a violent? Can you speak to the bird?
Hey, little man.
And it's what's the rules for whether you can speak to it?
The rules are, I believe that I can just speak to it, but it doesn't have to like me. And it can't convey sophisticated concepts. It can just kind of...
Isn't there an intelligence level or something?
No, that was not.
No, that's a different one.
No, it's emotional speed, size.
Converse with beasts. Most beasts lack intelligence to convey or understand sophisticated concepts, but a friendly beast could relay what it has seen or heard in the past. This ability does not grant you instant friendship with the beast, but you can combine it with a animal saving blah 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 blah. So depending on how intelligent this animal is, depends how much it can kind of tell me.
Magpies are pretty
Sure.
clever.
So what are you saying to it?
I'm going to ask if you're okay. Are you a prisoner?
Yes.
Oh. And these
And he smokes.
these little halflings imprisoned you,
Yes.
and you want to get out.
Yes.
What are you going to do when you get out? What are your life goals?
Eat your heart.
Ooh, my heart. If I let you out,
Yes.
are you sent from the gods?
No.
Where are you sent from?
Mountains.
From the mountain men. Above the sky tide.
No.
Oh.
I like that. It's
Yeah,
quite
it's good.
nice.
It's
It
good.
stands up and kind of looks at you. You realise how tall it is. It comes to only 10 feet beneath the top of the pit. And you realise that it's got chain shackle around its neck. Sorry, linked to a chain. So it's like an iron collar linked to a chain.
It doesn't look like they're treating you well.
No.
I'm here to bargain your freedom.
You look at, and as you're looking at it, as it turns its head to you now for the first time, you realise it's got this white snout, this orangey, fiery orangey body, these big dark blue wings, and then it seems to have antlers atop its head.
You are a majestic creature.
Let me out.
You sound angry. How did you get in here?
Good question.
Caught.
By the halflings?
Yes.
They're so small.
Yes. Tiny hearts. Yours is much bigger.
Tastier. How did they overpower you?
It was not me.
Who was it?
Mother.
You were bred here.
Yes.
Bred here. Grown here. Grew up here. Taken as a child.
Always here.
Always here. Do you have any siblings?
No.
You're the last of your kind.
I don't know.
In this current vicinity, you're an endangered species. I cannot allow them to kill you. For that's what they plan.
Let me out.
Do you know of their festival? Their ritual?
I do not understand this.
Apparently, once a year, they fight you and kill you to appease the gods.
Mother.
Mother is the god.
Killed mother.
Last year?
Yes.
I see. And before that?
I don't know.
I'm going to come out. I'll be back.
Do we get to fight it?
Well, so it seems they've kidnapped this giant bird, killed its mum, raised this until it was a giant in slave captivity, ready to kill it again. No mention of gods down there.
So do we kill it?
But it is...
Yes, you do kill it!
Oh,
You must kill it
I
now!
forgot you were here.
Blaze is not here!
Where does this
And
bird,
I am not fit to fight anymore!
where does this bird come from? Where
The
does it come
pit!
from? Yeah, but how did it get
It
into
comes from the
pit?
mountains. Which mountains?
They kind of look up to the side and point to the north. The mountains! The festival's about to start!
I don't think we can discount the effort that these halflings have gone through to do. I fear that this is not a fabrication. That to climb mountains, to get humongous birds. This one was.
That strikes me as the determination of deluded, mad people.
But Nollis does.
So you're suggesting that they've gone up into the mountains, taken this bird from its mother as a child, and reared it here for the purposes of killing it for this festival.
They took the mother last year. They killed the mother.
Also, that was
They've been growing this child for a year. But I think this is their compulsion. My compulsion was to save trees. Yours was to pass some silly exam. This is their compulsion.
It is not uncommon for religious festivals and offerings to the gods. This is not an uncommon thing. Nollis has said he used to do this back on his island. This stuff happens. And this is an extreme effort.
Well, this is insane.
From what they've done. It is insane, but that's the fact that they've actually done this. You know, in times where madness wasn't rife across the land, I'm assuming.
Are you going to help us?
You're the one who's spoken to this creature. What do you think? What do you think we should do?
It's had a year of nothing but hate. It's going to destroy anyone it sees.
Do we put it out of its misery then? And does this actually further our goal? Our goal is to save this planet. What if this, or save this world? What if this bird is just another distraction on the road to setting the place?
But what if it's not? What if this is important? What if this is something that we're meant to do?
If it's sent by the gods, why don't we ask the gods? You could ask Celeste. She may tell us. She could kill us.
Can you do that?
I'll try my best.
It's a good plan.
It's the best one,
Yeah, it's a very good plan.
Holy advice. Go for it. If you can do it, if you think that it might give us some guidance as to what to do, because we
do not know.
Please help us.
I can ask.
Yeah, you want
Don't
help.
be angry.
Yeah, that's all well and good, but if that means killing something that is just been held captive, I'm not sure that's... If it was just a ritual thing, maybe, but no, this is starting to not sit right.
What's the time limit on this murder?
An hour.
It starts in an hour.
But it started an hour, days ago. I don't know how long it's been.
No, just an hour's time. It'll be ready.
It's been like that for a long time.
That's the madness.
Unless this is just D&D time, and I've got confused.
The madness is
It's
making
been
people.
at least 12 hours since.
It's been at least 12 hours.
It's giving people their deepest compulsion, and everybody in this village is worried about the festival. This must be extremely important to everybody. To you had to save the trees. You went mad to save the trees. Everybody in this village has to perform the festival. This is an important part.
But it was still a delusion.
Of this village. It is a delusion.
Were very personal,
but they were extremely personal, and everybody in this village. It actually seems that this may be a religious festival that has worth.
Maybe it was once like at the Yule time, in the woods, we a turkey-esque sort of creature. Maybe this has evolved from that, and it's just turned into now they savagely murdered a giant beast that they've held captive for a whole year because that's their compulsion. They've got taken it to a bloody extreme.
I had one exam, and
we've got to decide what we're going to do, because either we carry out their festival for them and kill the bird, or we set it free, which sounds highly dangerous, or we leave it here tied up as a captive.
None of the options are great.
No. No.
But
So
I honestly think that this festival will always be an hour away. I don't think we're going to upset any gods. It's always going to be an hour away.
My exam was about 80 years ago, and I was still desperate to get that done.
Exactly.
These compulsions are crazy.
But if you didn't, if you didn't pass that exam yesterday, what was going to happen?
Oh God,
nothing.
You don't want to know what would have happened.
Nothing.
Slipping into madness again.
Yeah,
we're going around in circles here.
Nollis is going to drop to his knees and just start bickering to himself, and he's going to try and discern in some fashion what the will of Celeste is, as whether he should kill this bird or he should leave.
Okay. What is the fashion?
Right. Yeah, you tell me.
Are you praying? What are you doing?
Yeah, praying, I guess.
Yeah. So
Check
you
given any
can give me a
offerings.
religion check
Let's say kill the bird.
The internet says
with
scrag
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Do you think that says what?
it. Scrag it.
Scrag it.
With disadvantage.
You'll
With
have me.
disadvantage.
Scrag it with
You'll have me
disadvantage.
kill this thing.
Ooh.
Oh.
So with disadvantage, that is 11.
Oh, can I throw an inspiration out
Sure.
just to see? I feel like this is
You can do it.
This is a tough road at the moment, and if we could get a good roll here to give us some godly insight, would be very good. So I'm going to throw my inspiration out.
So do I roll again, or do I take the
Do the
best
high.
of the previous two? Because
Well, yeah,
I
how would
rolled
it-
once if I used
You can roll again.
inspiration.
Roll again. Roll again.
I can give you back the berries as well. You've earned
It's
them.
all happening. Oh, that's way better. That's 19.
19. You pray
Soul
to
over.
Celeste. And what do you say to her?
He's kind of bickering to himself, and as he's bickering to himself, he's kind of like in a bit of a trance. His hair's still kind of floating. What's left of it? It's shaved off both sides. I forgot about that.
Mohawk.
It's kind of mohawks floating around. He's kind of bickering to himself, and he's just saying, Celeste, you need to tell me, what do I do? Do I fight this bird and kill it for glory, or do we leave and save this world?
You just, for a moment, not vividly, but you think just for a moment, a fraction of a second, you see a fleeting vision. So quick, you can't even discern any figure.
Come on!
It's a giant, like, roast chicken.
You think it's Celeste that you saw, but she doesn't communicate with you.
She's just going.
I do not think she cares.
Oh, brilliant.
Where's Claro?
She was there.
He'd
but
burn
she
this
did not.
chicken.
But if we want to kill it, then let's kill it.
I think, well, we have a democracy here where we don't run a dictatorship, but I
Would you like to use my axe?
I'd love. Can I have a look at it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's got this kind of hand carved. It looks like it's out of a branch, so it's not a nice smooth handle. It's kind of a natural. It looks like a branch still,
Yeah.
and then it's got this serrated, curved blade hand axe. Just
Is it
small
a ceremonial?
hand axe. It looks sharp. It looks like you could cut something with it. It's tricky to be sure whether.
Can I have it? Can I trade him for my hand axe?
You can ask him.
Can I trade you?
What?
What a wonderful axe!
Well, it's for the ceremony.
Well, this axe has to be used in the ceremony.
Are you going to fight the bird?
May do.
Oh, I'll give you the axe then.
Oh, brilliant! I'll give you a pat on the back, sir. You're not this man in a wheelchair, but
Get the bird.
This is how I'm imagining wheelchair. Man.
yeah.
Get the bird.
Me axe.
How do we get the bird?
No,
How do we get the bird out of the hole?
Jody starts to kind of walk away from you guys.
Don't do it yet. Don't get the bird out right now.
There's time. The festival's beginning.
Lance is going to get her shield out and his sword.
Okay.
Yeah, Malcolm is preparing his staff, ready for if a bird comes.
Are we doing it properly? Are we supposed to be chosen? Is there only supposed to be one of us?
We've already chosen.
Yeah, brilliant. Well done.
He holds his axe out to you.
I will take the axe,
Oh.
but this is our champion. I will pass the torch.
It can only be
'Cause if
passed
I-
once.
But if I'm the
I'm afraid.
champion,
The bird told me
I can
this.
choose the bird.
Whoever takes the axe.
How many people fight the bird? Only the one.
One person fights the bird.
Always only one.
Yes.
Does it have to be this axe?
Have you never seen a bird festival?
Never seen a bird
I
festival.
believe we are going over the point a little bit.
Is this axe necessary for this ritual?
No, it's
No?
it's,
Oh,
That's what I use, though.
that's what I was thinking. Excellent. I don't want to mess this up. We've messed up a lot of stuff.
Get the bird.
Malcolm's got his staff out.
Okay.
Yeah.
This bird is going to
that's-
eat all of your hearts.
No.
If something blue and
Jody.
angry comes out of that hole,
Oh.
I'm prepared.
Okay. Jody's walking over to the hole.
While this happens, I'm going to command me old chum, what's she called? Gore Elizabeth. Gore Elizabeth.
Small
To, Small Elizabeth, that's right, to head over to Nollis. And I get 3 alchemical salves a day, which I can choose what they are. One of them will be
Anti-bird.
some temporary hit points for you, sir,
Oh.
for your combat. Resilience. So the target gains a number of temporary hit points equal to 2d6 plus my int modifier. 6, 2, 8 plus 3, extra 9 hit points, temporary hit points.
Sweet. Thank you very much.
Okay, you cast that.
Before anything else happens, I'm going to run over and try and stop the halfling from doing whatever he's
Oh
doing.
dear. He's going free the bird, no?
Yeah, I'm going to
Isn't that the
try.
point? Are we supposed to fight the bird?
Yeah.
I don't know if we're supposed to fight the bird. That's what we're arguing about.
I don't know if we should get involved. We got involved.
Oy.
We got involved at the hill last time with the Baal, and everything was under control, and we effed it up because we got involved.
Okay.
We
I'm
effed
going
it
to
up
grab, I'm
because we
gonna
got
grab the
involved.
halfling
Yeah.
before he can do anything.
Okay.
Right. Last chance. Decision to make. Are we going to allow this to go ahead, or are we going to walk away?
What do you want to do, Malkin? You are the one holding a halfling. You clearly have a decision to make.
We've got to be quick. It's time for the festival.
Personally, I think
Everyone's here to see it.
Let me gain glory. If I die, I die.
I'm not worried about you dying. I'm sure you're going to be fine. What I'm concerned
I'm
about is whether we're
invincible,
doing
man.
the right thing.
The right thing, the wrong thing, these are all fuzzy concepts.
Serge
There is
starts
only
wheeling
one thing
himself
that is
over to the pit.
survival. Just let him release
This
the bird. Let me fight the
push
thing.
push him in the pit. End this now.
Fine.
He's the only one that cares.
Fine. I'm going to let him go.
Okay.
Let him go into the pit. I mean,
Yeah.
to be eaten by the
Yeah.
bird.
I'll give him a little shove on the back just to help him on his way.
So you let Jody walk over to the edge.
Yeah.
He reaches down and with a long tool that he has, he draws it from sort of a sheath in his side. It's like a long stick,
Let the bird
stick with a
decide.
hook, really. And he reaches right down and... Are you all ready? Everyone else off the stage!
I guess so.
Blue man, you ready?
I guess so, yes.
Don't forget your potion.
Oh, what do I have to do?
I don't know.
And
What did you...
So don't forget your potion.
What potion?
Remember you tasted a potion? Don't forget your potion.
Serge kind of wheels himself over to the stone steps and he carefully, quite skillfully, manages to wheel himself off step by step.
Oh,
a bit of a
nice.
drop each time, makes a big bang as he hits each one, but he drops down a step
I'm
at a
quite
time.
impressed. I think we should have let him fight the bird, actually. That's quite
Gets
good.
the one.
As
Get off! Get off!
As everyone's getting off, well remembered, I'm going to drink the potion that we found in
Okay.
Blaze's cabin.
So at that exact moment, you're all getting off the stage.
Oh, I'm legging it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to... no, I'm staying.
Get off!
You got to get off! Get the hell out of here!
Right, fine!
What is wrong with you?
Fine!
And
Can't make a decision in a group
Right,
anymore.
fine, okay, you're on your own.
you all jump down, and Serge jumped down, and at that exact point, you drink this potion. You realise as you look at it, there's kind of bead that's kind of growing and shrinking within it. It kind of expands from red to clear, and you drink it back. After just a few moments, you see Jody lift his stick up, run backwards to the side of the stage, leaps down the steps. Melly in the front, just a little clap, and Nollis grows up larger. It has the effect of the enlarge spell, if you would care to look that one up.
Jeepers.
And
Through that
at that exact point, this great bird, you see it emerge from this hole. Its wings spread wide, 10 feet, 15 feet perhaps across, this great big wingspan. These antlers, this white snout, and this great fiery red body, huge great talons, and spreads its wings. And we will take a break.
It is quite majestic. Yeah, I agree. Very majestic.
How long have you got left on your...
It's up to the DM.
We will take a 7-minute break.
7 minutes!
We will be back.
7!
We'll be back.
Oh,
7
there is
minutes.
apple
See you
cake.
shortly.
It's lovely.
whole bit.
And we are back.
Oh,
Should we try that again?
Shut up. I tried that well, did I?
Do a retake.
Yeah.
Do a retake.
Sounds
Okay,
so
alright,
good.
1 second. And we are back.
And we are back.
Yeah.
Ah.
By delete
Before
my
the
drink.
break.
Test warm.
Run!
Before the break, we had just met a large blue bird which had ascended higher above this pit. Nollis has enlarged to what size?
Large.
Lord.
I'm now large.
Which is around about, what are we looking at? 10 feet?
Are you large or extra
12
large?
I
feet?
think it's like 10 to 20 feet. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Extra large?
Fourth square. I'm fourth square.
That's the size of an ogre. That's large.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
about
Size.
12 feet or so.
Woo!
It's expanded.
Start calling you Big Blue.
And your weapon has expanded as well. Your
His
weapon
weapon has
being
expanded.
My rapier.
your rapier.
Get in there, bub.
It's incredibly impressive as you. Yeah.
I'm impressed.
And you've got the ladle. That's a
Yes.
massive ladle.
That's the biggest ladle you've ever seen in your
That
life.
is a big ladle right now. Hug is going to be impressed.
Give him that back.
There we go!
Well,
You're still in your towards the tail end of your ritual at the moment. You're working through it. What was it? 20 minutes?
1 hour.
Was it
It is
normally?
an hour.
Because it was only 10 minutes more than usual, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it's 1 hour.
Oh, so it's
1
1
hour
hour
and
10
10
Yeah.
as a
Oh.
ritual.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to miss all the
It's
time.
only,
yeah.
what, it's only 100 rounds.
All that for a baby
Yeah,
duckling, eh? You
Okay.
gave a baby duckling.
So you're probably
Cheapest.
halfway through at most.
Well, at least you'll be the last man standing.
Yeah.
And you'll have a new friend.
Yeah, you can't save the day. At this stage, the creature raises up and quite clearly roll initiative.
Oh.
Are we all rolling initiative, or we're going to leave
Depends if
this?
you're going to do anything.
Well, I don't want. I'm not getting involved. No,
Okay,
not
so
at the
It
moment.
just needs to be.
No.
It needs to be.
I'm
nice.
desperately surprised that you're not going to get involved.
Only ever needed. We'll stick it to the ritual.
I'm going to roll initiative because I'm standing there. I'm definitely prepared to step in if something goes wrong.
Okay. And Nollis, your initiative.
22.
Okay, Malcolm.
8.
Hey, was anyone else wanting to at this point?
I don't plan on getting involved, so I'll stay out for
Just
the
trying to
moment.
think of how I can stop the madness.
Just let it happen.
Fine. So first to act, Nollis. You are stood
turn
on
your
this
back.
stone stage. You're much
Close your eyes.
larger than you were previously.
happening.
Looking down, the audience
happening.
beside you, Melly sat there, and then your friends who've just reached the bottom, and Serge as well, and Jody that are down, all watching now.
Okay. How far away is the boat from me?
This great peloton is 20 feet away from you. It's hovering right above the pit space towards the rear, well, stage left.
Stage left.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Cool. Nollis is going to point his rapier at the bird. And he's just going to shout, "For glory!" And while doing that, his voice is going to explode and he's going to cast Shatter. Which is a Constitution saving throw. It's a 10-foot sphere.
As you attempt to cast
Oh
it,
dear.
Oh,
you don't want to.
I really do, though.
You try to, and your body just doesn't want to hurt it.
Doesn't want to hurt the bird. I think you might be wrong on that one, Joe.
You want to, your mind wants to, but your body just
There's nothing I can do to stop that from happening.
just doesn't want to attack.
Cool. So I can't like run in and hit it with something.
I mean, you can attempt.
I guess, yeah, I'm going to try and run in and stab it.
Okay, so you run,
Do you really want to stab it though?
Right
Like,
up.
Don't know, I'd
deep
find
down?
out.
and it's kind of hovering just about at floor level, but above this pit at the
Okay.
moment. You run right up to the edge and draw your large rapier as if
It's
to,
already drawn, so I've got sword and shield.
to stab it.
Yeah.
This compulsion stops you from doing so. Anything else you'd like to attempt?
Attempt to not hit it.
Turn your back.
I'm just going to not hit it with this sword.
Turn your back.
I'm going to get eaten by a bird. Okay.
The music feels like an anticlimax.
Oh no.
Well, when the heart eating happens.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Can I try and cast Bane?
You can attempt. You've tried two things. You can attempt to cast and Bane.
In that case, then I'll just
Run away.
go into full defense.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So you attempt to attack it. You try and cast this magic. You realise your body isn't letting you, and you go into dodge. Basically, the dodge mode. So you'll have any creature will have disadvantage when trying to attack you, basically.
Yeah.
Or you have dex saves with advantage.
Okay. Cool.
So you run up to it. This creature now
feels that it doesn't want to attack me.
It flies directly up into the sky above you, 30 feet, and dives straight down. You hear this high-pitched shriek. Its wings out behind it like a torpedo. It dive bombs you. This great attack. It is sinking its beak and fangs into your attempting to. Natural 20.
But it doesn't want to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Strangely, this one does seem like it wants to.
Yeah. You just see, I thought that.
Yeah. So it's crit.
So,
Chicken eyes.
can you roll a dexterity saving throw, please?
Sure, I will do.
KFC in.
You're going to take. You're going to take 19 piercing damage as this creature
But it'll
shoots
be
up to the sky.
And when you get hit with the attack, you can use your reaction to cause it be a reaction before I'm
Sure,
doing
no problem. That's fine. Just before I forgot the number.
Remember there's 9 temporary hit points as well.
13 dex save.
That is pass. So you take 8 lightning damage. 7 damage. As you're struck by lightning.
Yes, this lightning just cracks from the sky straight through one of the wings of this creature and knocks it to the side. And it takes 7 damage, you said.
Mm-hmm. Oh, does the full defense give me anything to my AC? You didn't roll AC, did you?
It was
Nat 20.
Oh, you rolled nat 20.
Yeah, it was 20.
Yeah, of course you did.
Hang
That's
on. But any attack roll has disadvantage. I didn't do that. So 20 was the first dice.
So maybe
and I've
you,
rolled
well,
damage.
you might not even take damage now. Oh, that's confusing.
The second roll is a natural 1.
I'll go with that one.
So the lightning doesn't strike.
Yeah,
The gore doesn't hit you. The damage is undone.
That was the vision of Celeste. It's like, this thing's going to eat me.
Yeah, it's almost a flashback.
It's not going to want to. It's not going to be withheld from attacking me for any reason.
You live that in your mind. You think you can sense this pain before it hits you, but just at the last second, because you prepared this dodge, you put your shield up, and you feel this creature just dive bomb into your shield, try and bite down, and kind of damage itself. It'll just fall to the side, and it looks like it was trying to make a second attack, but fails to because of its natural 1.
Okay.
So I'm lost here. So you've not hurt him?
Nobody's been damaged.
Nobody's hurt.
Nolus was in dodge, so he should have had a disadvantage.
Oh, I
I
that
immediately forgot that there was a disadvantage that should have been on the
Right,
attack.
Celeste just giving you a flash of what it's like to be mortal.
Apparently so. Yeah. It's a good job I'm invincible.
So it finishes its turn just right next to you.
Cool.
And Malcolm, if you wanted to do anything, you can.
Okay. I've seen him sort of be unable to attack. Knowing what he's like, I realise that there's something going on here. So I turn to the 2 halflings. Say, how do you defeat this thing?
Well, you kill it.
How?
Well, normal way.
Oh, great. Okay.
While hearing that, I know I'm not in turns. I can make a point of what else is in the room. You got a hat, you got a potion.
Finger
Did
trap.
it take anything else?
Trap.
Does it have fingers?
What else?
Talons, very big talons.
No, there wasn't anything else that I took. No.
Small
Read
blade.
the letter to it.
Nollis, you're up.
I've got a feeling. I'm going to try and cast Chatter. I've got a feeling that I'm not going to be able to.
What does Chatter do?
It's basically it'll make it roll a Constitution saving throw and do damage.
Yeah.
Either way.
As you receive the same experience, you attempt to summon this magic from you, and it's just... you can't bring yourself to do it.
What's the matter?
He's going to shout it out. He's going to be like, for some reason I cannot do it. My body will not allow me. He's obviously shouting that.
Blimey.
Yeah.
I'm going to, I don't know, try and steel myself. I guess I'm going to try and focus in on why this might be happening.
Okay. So if you want to make an insight roll.
Yeah. Can I cast? I probably can't cast it with guidance actually, because that'd be an action. But maybe that's a good thing. Insight. 16.
It's almost a magic stopping you think.
Okay. He's going to shout that out, which is there's some form of magic stopping me from killing this thing.
Stopping him from killing it. Okay.
Okay, anything else you'd like to do, Nice?
Give me a moment.
Is there anything that you can do that is a sort of indirect?
Hand me the ladle.
This doesn't resemble a Brock by any chance. Because this has happened to us before, hasn't it? You two were trying to fight at one point. You were having a little arguing match, and you kept trying to do things, but you couldn't do it.
It was during
What
the,
was
It was
that?
during the tree episode.
It was during the tree episode, was it? So
You can't do anything to harm anyone.
yeah.
Because we have used magic.
Yeah, that was right.
Anything else, Nice?
I'm gonna go in full defense again.
Okay, so just staying where you are,
Yeah.
still just with your shield up, just
Yeah.
trying to avoid this creature. It's this time stands on the ground next to you, and with one of its great talons reaches round to try and attack you. It has a 16 to hit. No, with disadvantage. It has 7 to hit, much less.
Still blocked. Yeah.
And then it makes a second attack with its beak.
Cool.
It reaches in this great, and you realise it's actually got teeth. Even though it looks kind of bird-like in some regards, it's got almost this feathery mane and big teeth, and it reaches over you and attempts to. You're actually taller than it now, by the way, and it's going to be a 7 to hit again. You'll be able to dodge it well with disadvantage. Malcolm.
How far away is this thing from me now?
So it's above you. The stage is about 10 feet high.
So the bird is within 30 feet of me.
And the bird is probably about 30 feet from you.
Right, I'm going to fire a blast of radiant sunbolt at it.
Sure. So
push my hands forward.
Summon it, and you push your hands forward, but can't release the energy.
I'm going to shout, "Don't interrupt the festival" as well. Don't interrupt the festival! Yeah, don't interrupt it!
The creature.
Not that it made any difference.
In our vicinity, like, are we in the centre of town right at the moment? Is there water running through?
So I guess you would consider the centre of town the square where the market store was as you entered. This is more kind of off to the side behind the buildings. It's like a little
we're
separate
in the east
part.
side.
I wonder if you can lure it out. If you could try and get it out of town.
We have to dispel this magic that is stopping me.
I can't help
Rub
you.
some wool on the chicken.
Yeah, I can't help you.
I think the wool will work.
I can keep it at bay for now, but it will kill me unless you guys figure this out.
Stuff some wool in its mouth.
Stuff in it. That might help.
Maybe
to be honest,
he has got a compulsion to eat everyone's hearts currently. Emphasise.
He definitely doesn't have a compulsion not to kill me.
Okay. Back round to you, Nice.
Cool.
Can I be doing stuff in the background?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Can I run off and try and find a pail of water?
A pail of water.
Yeah, or a
sure.
bucket.
Yeah, sure. So you're going to run back toward the square and the town where the trader's stand is, and that'll be about a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Try running away!
I do not run. I would sooner die.
Brave Sir Nollis. Brave Sir Nollis.
Try hitting it!
Yeah, that is a good point as well.
Nollis going to cast Fog Cloud.
Okay.
I hope. So you create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered at a point within range. The sphere spreads around corners. The area is heavily obscured and it lasts for the duration until a wind of moderate or greater speed disperses it.
So concentration and lasts how long, sorry?
It lasts for the duration, which is...
You get an insider hint.
Nice just thinking about it.
I'll look up. I think it'll be... It's not on this...
I can't remember if I picked up.
Oh, it's 1 hour, sorry.
Up or not?
So it's up to 1 hour.
1 hour. Okay, fine.
You were taking
So
notes.
it
Did I
obscures
pick?
the
Did I pick?
stage.
Yeah. So
and
this
then-
works.
I think
You are
somebody picked the
able
knife
to
up.
summon this fog, which fills this area of the stage, and
took the knife.
almost surprises you a little bit as you
Did
cast
he?
it because
He
you've been
picked it up,
prohibited
he
to
took
the
it
off
last
the table.
Yeah.
previous times.
Right.
Because he was looting everything he could.
That's true. Yeah.
So now it's a
Okay.
big knife.
So that's big enough. Yeah.
But I said this like 20 minutes ago.
You got a big knife. Apparently you've
Use the ladle.
I also said that.
Oh. Apparently you have a big knife.
That's
Nollis.
my action. So
That was your action.
so it moves on.
Alright, a jockey.
Have you had your go? Is it my turn?
I apologise, yes, the other creature first. This creature is again doing the same two attacks on you. It's trying to both use the
Heavily obscured.
talon strike and gore strike, but is aware it's heavily obscured, so it imposes disadvantage, yeah?
Yeah.
You've already got disadvantage.
Vicious bolt.
No, it's not.
Creatures are effectively blinded with heavily
You'll be able to
obscured.
see me.
So it's attempting to slash at you, not even knowing where you are,
Okay.
in effect.
Triple.
If I was a bird,
Is
I'd
it
be
good?
winging this fog
Disadvantage.
away with my epic wings.
I'm giving the DM some.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah, double disadvantage.
So it would be 17 to hit.
Miss.
You feel it kind of slashing quite near you, but it doesn't know where you are. It's hoping you're there,
Okay.
in effect.
scratch across the end of your nose.
And this other attack, it's entirely missed. Yeah. So you can feel it blindly attacking in that area. Malcolm, now you've seen just this fog cloud erupt on the stage.
Nollis, use Blaze's knife.
I'll give it a go.
I don't think there's anything much else I can do. No. Yeah.
Gift your action to
Yeah.
is that thing?
My action.
No. I mean, I can try. I'll try again. Try to, while the creature's obscured, try and blast my magic bolt into the smoke cloud.
Absolutely easy. Yeah. So you try again to do
same
so.
thing. What?
I'm in there.
Yeah.
I thought you were on the outside of it.
No.
You attempt it just at the last moment, but as you're thinking, I wonder if Norris is in there. You again feel the same prohibitive.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just stick.
Impulse.
I'll stick with my shout.
Did you leave anything else at Blaze's house? Did you leave anything?
I can't remember.
I'm gonna get. How did you get out?
Through the door.
Through the door. Okay, Nollis, not
I
Nollis.
thought the door wasn't there.
No, the door came back when the illusion was lifted.
Jesus, door on here. I think we need to get back and check out Blaze's place.
I'm off. I went to get a pail of water.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to go
All
in
right,
there.
you go.
Oh yeah.
Don't let the door shut.
Okay.
Foreigner, you're in the town square now.
Okay.
Hill Haley's kind of just still stood at a market stand, shaking a little bit.
Have you got a bucket? I'd like to buy a bucket.
I've got one.
I'm looking around. Can't see a bucket.
Yeah, you can see her wooden stand. There
Only
doesn't.
you taking the giant
If
ladle
you
with
give,
you.
give me a perception roller to look around the area.
Right. So arrange these papers.
Arranger the papers. Can I look at the diary entry?
It is a 24.
24. You see a bucket right next to Pug's pie hole.
I'm on it.
Yeah. So you run across to it, and probably by the end of the turn you can get it, pick it up. It's totally empty.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Right.
Zoran, what did you say you wanted to do?
I'm just going to start running back to Blazes at a swift 25
Sure.
feet.
So
So I'm just going to start plodding.
you run kind of to the middle. You get to about where Hill Haley is. You know, in the
Cool.
market square. You see Foreigner who's run to get this bucket.
Oh.
You're still happy in there at the moment, Clary?
He's very much deep in thought,
Mm.
so I don't think he'll perceive any of this.
Sure.
He's actually his eyes are closed and he's searching the darkness. He can hear a voice and he's trying to find it.
Sure.
He's had this compulsion for quite a while.
Cool. Okay. We come back round. Nice. You're in the smoke cloud now.
Cool.
This creature wildly slashing right next to where you are.
Norris is going to drop the fog cloud.
Okay.
Before he drops the fog cloud, he's going to sheath his rapier and pull out the polished silver knife from Blaze's place.
Yeah. So it's now a large sword, as described in the letter.
Yes, so he's going to drop the fog cloud and he's going to try and stab it.
Sure. You have the same. So you drop this fog cloud. You see the talons right in front of your face that was slashing at you. You pull it out and attempt to stab this creature. You get very close to it, but cannot stab it.
Is there any change in the feeling at all, or anything that would indicate where this is coming from?
When you pull it out, just give me an insight roll.
That's 12.
12. When you pull it out, whilst it's a wonderful, exquisite sword which throws you off just how big and looks totally different to what you picked up, you're not getting a change in your desire to not stab it.
Cool.
You're confused.
Yeah. Feel that. I'm just going to announce that obviously. This knife isn't working, you need to figure out a solution.
Okay, on it.
Anything else you'd like to do?
There's nothing else I can do because that was my action. So all the
Unless
other
you wanna
thing I
move.
do is move,
Yeah.
but I'd have to disengage and I can't, so I'll remain beak to beak.
there. Okay.
To
This
beak.
creature, again, this time angered seemingly even further by this fog that's been distracting it, now sees you again. It homes in on you. You see its head turned directly to you and lock in as it tries to strike you again. This time a 17 with its talons, which won't hit,
Nope.
and with its mouth, a 24 to hit.
That'll do it.
This gore attack. There's no disadvantage this time, is there? No, there's no.
No.
No. And so it's going to strike at you, and it will inflict. Are you invoking the reaction?
Yeah, we'll do,
Yeah,
definitely. Good
sure.
point.
So it's going to deal 6 piercing damage. Its beak, its talons look a lot scarier than its beak, but it bites down and kind of right over your shield arm, and it gets you in the upper arm and makes you recoil. As you do so, do you want to do your reaction first?
Yeah, so can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Yes. 14.
As a pass, so we take. It's going to be very dexterous. 4 lightning damage, so it
Okay.
just kind of arcs off of Finn as you get close enough to bite.
So this time, this damage, you see strike this bird, and it recoils a little bit. You can see that it's been damaged. At the same as you feel it bite your face, can you make a charisma save, please?
Come on. It's not great. That's only an 8.
An 8. Fine.
Salmonella.
So it does 6 damage, you say?
Yes. Malcolm.
A sudden moment of inspiration strikes me. Not literally a moment of inspiration, but I take the hat off and throw it to Nollis. Nollis, catch!
Oh dear.
There it
I don't
is.
think these trinkets are going to work. No, it's a massive.
Why aren't you attacking it?
There is some compulsion for me not to, strange little man.
Does the hat not do anything?
Hopefully I will not have the compulsion not to murder you.
So this tiny little hat comes over to you.
Yeah.
Absolutely tiny. On your massive head.
It's traditional that I ignore this terrible advice in D&D, and it turns out to be the thing that works.
So you're going to put on the tiny little hat?
If it's going to cause me any disadvantage whatsoever, then no.
No,
If it doesn't, then yeah, I'll put on a little
Malcolm
hat.
tosses it right over to you. I guess it's not quite your turn. That it just kind of falls down by your feet.
I'll mount it on a shoulder. Why not? It needs to injure me, I think. I felt a little better when it sunk its claws into my face.
Oh, that's good. Once again, I'll try and attack.
Okay. Same experience
Same
each
thing,
time.
yeah.
Same thing.
Not doing anything.
You're returning. You're running as fast as you can back with the pail of water to a water supply.
Yeah, was there where the bucket was? Was there water?
It was right next to the stew that Pug was drinking from.
Okay, yeah, I'd love to take a bucket of that
Okay.
and bugger off.
Sure.
Back to the.
Sure. So you
Scene.
fill that up quite quickly, and you attempt to start a run back the way, being careful not to spill it.
Obviously.
Zolan.
Yeah, I'm just running up to Blaze's house.
Sure.
Have I made it to the door?
You
Hungry.
get to the door. Fine. Yeah.
Door's there?
The door is
I'm
there.
going to open the door, but I'm going to make sure I prop the door open.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not going before I get to the door. I know Claro's in the coal shed next door, and I'm going to look for. Have I got a pebble? I'm looking for some inanimate object on the floor. A pebble will do.
Yeah. You can
find
I'm
a
happy
pebble.
you can find
I'll pick up a pebble, and I'm going to perform. Not throw at Claro, no.
Screaming rock.
Magical tinkering, almost screaming rock, but I can get the rock to record a message. So I'm just going to say that I'm in. I've propped the door to Blazes. If it's shut, I'm locked in. Can you get me out?
Nice.
And I'm just going to throw it into the room, and that will be audible within 10 foot. So when
Yeah.
he comes
And
around,
how many times does that play?
I think it's inevitable until I get 3 magical tinkerings, and they will revolve. Once I
Just
perform
say
the
it
4th,
continuously.
the first, it will just it will keep going around. I can read the
So it
spoil.
kind of lands right next to where you are, Claro,
Yeah.
and it just starts saying this over and over and
Yeah.
over again.
So it can be heard for 10 feet. Yeah, so 10 feet
Yeah.
radius from that
Yeah,
rock.
but I guess you don't know it's a rock. It sounds like
Yes.
Zolan repeating
Yeah.
himself in the exact same tone and pitch and patter over and over again.
So I imagine this darkness is much like the one he experienced in the room next door. And so, given that normal things are experienced differently, what does this sound like to me within the darkness?
So you can hear it muffled,
Mhm.
but other than that, it sounds like Zolan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. He's cracking on.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, no, that's cool. That's fine. I don't expect you to stop. I've realised now.
Okay.
You can't
But you're
change
concentrating,
Claro's
so
mind.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit secondary to your focus, but you can certainly hear it. We're back around Nollis.
Cool. Nollis is going to, as a bonus action, cast Healing Word.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just uttering stuff under his breath.
Yes.
He's going to heal himself 8 damage. And let's.
Fine.
Cool. So that's as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. He's going to do that. Then he's going to try and stab the bird again with his rapier, assuming that it's not going to work.
Sure. Correct.
Cool.
Rapier or the sword?
With the rapier. I've already tried the now. And then he's going to sheath his shield and drop his rapier down so it's not pointing at the bird. And he's just going to look at it. He's just going to stare at it.
Okay. Fine.
But then as his action, he's going to taunt it, actually. Yeah, he's going to taunt it. With his shield sheath, he's going to put his hand out and beckon it to come forward.
Okay,
Morpheus.
fine.
Bites your
It's
hand off.
most certainly coming forward. So yeah, it's continuing locked into you now, and it seems to be coming specifically for your chest. So it's aiming right at your chest. With its talon.
Coming to get you.
24 to hit.
That's a hit.
And
So you do a dexterity saving throw.
of course, 18.
That is a pass.
What are you rolling with over there?
Which is 2 damage.
Okay.
Wait, you've got hat advantage.
Yeah, I'm wearing a small hat on my shoulder. I wasn't brave enough to put it on
Yeah.
my
So
head.
again, this lightning just
Kinda
flares
arcs
off of you
yeah.
and strikes this creature. It recoils briefly, but then lunges. Oh, it hasn't done its damage. It will do 8 piercing damage as it strikes across your chest. And you've got an acute awareness that it is aiming everything in the same spot on your body, right where your heart is.
Do I do a charisma saving throw after that damage?
You certainly do, yes.
Ugh, that's not good. It's only a 5.
Okay, fine. And its second attack is going to be a 20 to hit. Not natural.
Okay, that'll hit.
Yeah, and it is going to do you 11 piercing damage. As it
Did you get a
sinks,
second lightning bolt?
sinks its teeth.
Oh yeah, can you do a
into the
dexterity
chest.
saving
Yeah,
throw?
can you do it twice?
Yeah.
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 5.
Holy moly.
Oh, he failed it.
Yay.
5. Cool. In that case,
It's 2 damage now.
do you want to do it now?
Yes, whatever it is. Yes.
Explode.
Kill me. No, I'm not going to.
Yeah, put the hat on.
It's 5, 8 lightning damage.
Okay, so this again arcing into it. It lets out a high shriek as it pulls back a little bit off of your chest, like
Can
a
I
reaction
do
to the electricity. You
charisma
make
saving?
another charisma saving throw, please.
Come on. For fuck's sake. Sorry, kids. That's only a 6.
Okay. So it's and you. It's,
Wow,
it's
but you're
horri-
giant. They're 6'6" giant.
Yeah.
It's horrifying to watch, and it's targeting. It looks like it's trying to eat his chest.
Warned you all.
You, Malcolm.
All I can do again is try and attack this thing while it's distracted. That I can.
Same experience, unfortunately. Each time, it's so infuriating.
It's not the creature, it is something
Trying
else.
to. You continue running back with the pale, Thorinir.
Yeah.
So your full movement will get you about up onto the stage, not quite where Nollis and the large bird-like creature is, but you can get to the edge of the stage.
Cool.
You're probably 25 feet away from where they are.
And then can I call forth the spirit of the bear? Or try to, at the very least. 'Cause I'm just trying to aid my buddies here. Gonna crouch down, breathe in all the leaves around me. Oh, blow them out into a big old bear.
They all actually come out from underneath Nollis's clothes.
Yeah.
They're fired back at him, yeah.
And they're extra big now, so it's an extra big bear.
Nice.
So this one, I forgot what this is. It's 8 temporary hit points to everyone that I nominate within range. I don't think you're in range.
I am well out of here. I'm nowhere near
Yeah,
this.
so
Yeah, nowhere
you
near
two
this.
guys. And
And yourself?
advantage on strength checks. And yeah.
Double advantage on strength checks. Just hurl the thing.
Do you get
That's
8 hit
for-
points as well?
That's for 1 minute.
Okay.
And myself, yeah.
So yes, this comes out. Melee at this point just gives a little clap
Yeah!
in the front row.
A round of applause.
Impressive. Zolan, you're at the room.
Cool. I'm going to prop the door. And what do I see in the room?
So on that table
Yep.
is you can see the pack of cards. There's the finger trap. There's a bullseye lantern.
Cool.
There was a smooth polished stone carving. I don't know if you took that
Don't think so.
of a block that was in there. A faded black hat, which
No, I've
you've
got the hat.
taken. A small golden ring.
That was taken as
Was
well.
taken.
I'm sure you got the golden ring on,
and
I
then
think.
there was a rope.
Oh yes, I did. Yes.
And a rope. I'm going to pick up everything that was left So yeah, the bullseye lantern, the cards, the rope,
Open the
Yep.
satchel.
whatever else was there. Can I perform one investigation just to see, just for myself because I've never been in this
Or
room,
you
just
investigating.
to see, check I haven't forgotten. I don't actually know what I'm looking for, so I've seen everything in front of me, and I just want to look to check that
Sure.
that I'm not missing anything else.
Pile of meat on the bed.
Maybe, yeah, I should. It's not bad actually. That will be a 24.
So you see, yes, this meat stands out to you in the bed.
Cool.
A peculiar location for meat.
Is it like butchered meat?
It's tucked in.
This is cooked meat.
Oh,
yes.
cooked meat.
Yeah, nice.
In the shape
Nice
of
cooked
a...
meat.
Yeah.
And you
shape
can
of
see,
a
you make out this
silhouette.
leak in the corner.
Yeah.
Past that, it seems to be a regular halfling
Leek and meat.
habitat.
Cool. I'm out then. Is
Okay.
the door open?
The door is there.
I'm out the side.
Yeah. You head out. You can still hear your own voice repeating this message
Can I
over and over.
can I perform another magical tinkering? Do you think I've got?
Well, that was kind of your action, and then pick all that
Hey,
stuff up.
that's
and
cool. Yeah.
investigate.
No worries. They're all in the bag then. Can you just tell me again what I picked up? I picked up
you got
cards,
a rope,
rope.
a bullseye lantern, a smooth polished stone carving of a brock, a finger trap, and the cards. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Claire, are you doing anything knowing that you've got Zolan's talking outside? Still just completing your ritual.
Chatting to the chat.
Sure.
Jack. No, he's basically, he's very much doing a ritual. So he's trying to find a voice in the darkness that has been calling him for a long time. Yeah.
Fine. Honest.
Cool.
Now in the form of bear.
Now in the form of bear. He's gonna get his shield out again. Then what's he gonna do?
I don't want to make it too hard, but maybe you could try a reaction. Are you trying to see if it attacks you? It gives you a chance to hit.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
a
yeah.
reaction might be a way
Yes,
of
I'll do
hitting.
that. That's a really good idea. I'll try, because I haven't tried it yet. If it comes to attack me, I'll stab it with a rapier.
Okay.
And then that's me.
Sure. It tries to attack you again. So you attempt to react back to it. The compulsion stops you, unfortunately. Nice idea. The creature with its talons, 21 to hit.
That'll do it.
Is there any reaction back from you?
Yeah, actually, if you can make a dexterity saving throw,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
Calls you a wiener as well.
It most definitely fails.
Awesome.
Nat 1.
Does that mean you get crit on that one?
Come on, save.
In that
Come on,
case,
save.
I'm
try.
going to, out of desperation, anger. Nonus is
I love
going to be
chocolate.
incredibly angry about this whole situation and use destructive wrath.
Yeah.
So he'll do maximum damage instead of rolling,
Okay, which is
which will be 16.
16. Okay.
I can imagine you're getting really
Yeah,
frustrated.
this huge.
Really
Not being
frustrated.
able to...
I can see you getting really frustrated.
Nonus just lights
Thing's
up
real.
this whole area. You hear the crack of this, the lightning and the thunderous blast that kind of reverberates off the walls of this cave and echoes. You hear this where you are, propagates right back to you, and you can hear
Wave
the
echo in
sound
the cave.
and cracks and lights up this creature. You physically see sparks flying off all the tips of its wings. It does hit you though,
Yep.
and it's going to be.
How are you feeling, Norris?
This is with its talons at the moment. It's going to be 10 piercing damage.
That's okay
Again
now.
to the chest, still continuing, and with its mouth, it's sinking in, ready to eat your heart.
Hide your heart.
17 to hit.
I'll never feel love again. That's a miss.
That's a miss.
Yay.
Still
Get
digging
your
in.
kaboom.
You make a charisma save as it hits you.
Fine. Oh, do I get 2 because you hit me twice?
Only hit you once successfully.
Oh yeah, good point. Oh my gosh, that's a 6
You need to-
again.
Really?
Put it in
Stop
the jail.
using that dice.
Throw that dice away. It's not for this week.
Yeah.
That
And
dice doesn't look regulation. All rolls are void.
yeah.
at that point, it also flies 60 feet directly up in the air.
Okay.
Let's run away.
You've got him on the run. Got him on the run.
It goes to Malcolm.
The halfling, not the one in the wheelchair, the other one. Am I standing anywhere near it?
Yeah, close enough. Yeah.
Right, I'm going to deliver a blow to the side of his head with my staff.
Okay.
A non-lethal blow to try and knock him out.
He's learned from
Sure.
Zolan, you see.
So you turn.
Make him sick.
Make your attack. just as you're about to strike it against him, your body doesn't let you.
It's the whole town.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't do it. You couldn't hit each other earlier either. That's why it's nothing to do with the
So,
bird, right?
what about punching him in the
Apparently, because he was inside the waterfall.
I say, yeah.
And Pug's a piece of shit.
God damn it,
What are you-
okay.
He's gonna die.
We'll stuff him in the cave.
Okay, yeah, there's not an awful lot else I can do.
Thorny, you're back on the edge of the stage with your bucket.
I put my bucket down, and I am genuinely really upset for this creature. I love this creature. I feel real sadness for it, and I genuinely want to help it by killing it. So I really want to do good and longbow it,
On there.
shortbow it,
Okay.
to help it. I'm really trying to help this bird, help it on its way.
You pull your short bow out and draw it to the sky. You can't bring yourself to let go of the string.
But I'm really helping. I'm doing no damage. Okay. Is a failed action an action?
That's your attempt in action. I'll let you do one more thing if you want to.
You there,
Who are you talking to?
the main person.
So the one that he was attempting to hit in the face, Jody.
Yes.
Yes.
How come every time we try and hurt something, we can't?
You're kind of shouting this across the stage. You like the other
Yeah.
side to you.
How come every time we try and hurt someone, we can't?
Oh, you try. I've never seen this before.
There's some kind of magic stopping us. What magic's here?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you're just not strong enough.
Oh, strength check.
You get a bonus.
19.
You feel.
I'm now strong enough.
You flex your muscles there on the stage. You're like, yeah, I'm feeling strong. Yeah. Any movement?
Someone throw this bucket of water on the thing, and I'm going to run back to the waterfall.
Okay. So you're leaving the bucket on the side of the stage,
Yeah.
running back to the waterfall.
Chuck it on the bird.
Okay, fine. Heading back that direction, you can get to the centre of the square again. Zolan.
Zolan is dashing back. How close am I? If I dash, do I get back?
You can just about pass Thorin here.
Oh, cool. How's it going?
Oh, no time!
No time.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go.
Just interrupt us anything you want to do at any point, Claire. Nollis.
Cool. Nars is going to cast Healing Word as a bonus action. And heal 6 hit points.
Sorry, my owl
Pencil.
hasn't taken place, has it?
Not quite. You're getting. Yeah, it's still.
So,
I mean, this is like a minute of combat.
Yeah. No, he's deep in thought.
Yeah.
You know, like Stranger Things when they're like in the darkness and it's like wet on the floor. He's like, it's like in there.
The upside down.
He's like,
Oh, so creepy.
where's North? He's like real confused.
And then for his action, he's going to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Cool.
Everyone's going to.
Just like
Just try and hit it.
it's just coursing lightning at the moment.
You're huge.
And then that'll be it.
Okay. Why isn't he hitting it? Okay. The creature. You hear this, almost like the screech of a snowy owl or something. This high pitched screech. You look up, and it silhouettes the sun from the sky. Its wings it throws back again, and from the sky it dive bombs directly towards you. Leg it! Run! 17 to hit, which will not do it with its talons. and only 8 hit with its gore. It dive bombs right down, and you just manage to deflect it.
Slams into
it's-
the deck.
Deflect its body with your shield. It knocks you, all your strength to hold it in place. You can feel it going for your chest again. Doesn't get through to you.
Cool.
Malcolm.
I'll run up to the stage, grab the bucket of water, and throw the bucket of water over the creature.
Okay, so with your speed, you can just about make the full distance. You go up to it, and you throw the bucket of water over the creature. So you douse it
Yeah.
to the side, and it surprises it. It turns to you for a moment.
It's enraged.
Eat your heart.
Yeah, turns to you for a moment,
Just tripping work.
and you're just out of shock, out of surprise. Obviously, it's cold as well.
I'm just wondering if I can.
And then it zips your face off.
Like in that film, Face Off. I'm just trying to figure out if I can, with my skills, if I can do a bonus attack if I haven't already attacked. I can't.
You can't attack it.
Yeah, bonus attack is only if you can attack it.
Yeah,
It has to be your follow-up attack.
I don't think I've got a bonus action.
We're literally trying
in
to find
general.
loopholes in the rules.
Yeah.
It's not technically an attack.
Well, I suppose the bucket, throwing the bucket counts as my action, so yeah.
Thornair, you run back to the waterfall.
Can I get a quick description of this waterfall?
The waterfall is flowing upwards
Upwards.
from the ground to out of your eye line.
And what's around this waterfall? What's like either side of the bank and stuff?
So you're on the edge of this sort of cliff, which one side it's a cliff face, the other side it's the front wall of the city, and you, to either side of it, it's the water running into the channel. So this waterfall seems to somehow be fed, even though the water's flowing in the wrong direction, into this channel. Other than that, the entrance to the cave's the other side.
So it's not, the water's not flowing from the channel to the bottom of the waterfall and then up. It's flowing. The water is flowing in the channel away from the waterfall.
The water in the channel looks to be flowing relatively normally. The water in the waterfall is flowing up.
Not all that's relevant. I was just curious.
And that's how we'll kill the bird.
There's only one thing left. That's to turn into giant
Man baby.
badger. Giant badger Thorny.
Yeah,
If I'm able to do that.
certainly. Yes.
The only way
Really,
that
there's
is.
literally nothing else left.
Yeah.
The shaky woman in the middle of the town is looking at you. And even though she's been pretty unresponsive to most things, she has a little reaction to this. Are you wearing the clothes?
Obviously.
Yeah. So wearing the Thornair clothes. You turn into this badger next to this upward flowing waterfall.
I'll relay my plan. You can tell me whether I can start. I want to fill in this water. I want to block that waterfall.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
I
So
want to stop it.
yeah. So
So I just want to be burrowing like.
as you're touching it, can you give me a charisma save on it?
Badger's extremely charismatic. It was Wind in the Willows. There's a badger in that. I don't know if he's charismatic,
I
but I
thought he was
think
a
he
grumpy
is.
old man.
That's my idea of charisma, that
He
is.
is quite
14.
charismatic in
At
it
14.
is- they
So
all
you have
look
a
up to
little
him.
bit of the compulsion, but nothing too strong. And
What's badger Thorny's compulsion? to fill in the waterfall. Stop it.
and you start to you're trying to fill it in. So you're trying to just cover it, are you? Because it's flowing up.
Yeah. So like dig the bank and just stop it.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Just
You
to
begin-
Kind of make a dam, I guess.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Like
Just to let you know, his compulsion is to let him let his mole friend know how he actually feels about him. Yeah, it's deep.
By building a dam.
It's deep and it's buried down.
The dam.
Yeah.
The dam is the dam of love.
Okay.
That's an animal of farming wood reference.
Yeah,
Oh, I
got
was
it,
going to
got
say.
it. So you start to work on this bank, and it might take you a little bit of time to do
This
so.
is
But
fine.
you start working on
this
it.
is where I am now.
Yeah.
Cool. I like it.
Zolan.
Interesting.
How close am I back to the party?
How do you build your pit?
You can run back to the edge of
Are
the
you
stage.
calling the other gnomes? the gnome hall?
You imagine it. I'm back.
You get to the edge of the stage.
Cool. Any luck?
Not yet. I seem to be able to resist it when it hurts me, but only then, and I'm struggling.
Take these. I'm going to throw a rope. I'm going to throw a rock. Catch the rock. I think the rock's important. Catch the rock. Put it in your pocket.
It's just
A ball, yeah.
stuff.
It's a
This
ball.
isn't helping.
It's a bullseye lantern. I'm gonna put it down for me to light it. Throw him a rope. Throw him a rock. A finger trap.
Actually,
Have the finger
You
trap.
go to catch the finger trap.
I'm gonna keep hold of the cards because I want to inspect them. I can't imagine that Nollis is going to be able to
Hold
look
all
at the
the
cards during combat. And I'm going to keep the lantern, and I'm going to attempt to light the lantern.
Sure.
Not
Have you
next
got-
to the stage.
Have you got an action that can do that?
I've got a tinderbox.
That'll take you a minute.
What?
10 rounds.
Scandalous!
Been here
This
before.
really-
Yeah, we
this
have.
really- How did you manage to get fuel in that bullseye lantern?
Actually,
already fueled.
I
was already
did
fueled.
have it lit, so
Oh, you did, yeah. So it is already lit then. So it just takes. You can take an action to light it.
Cool.
Yeah.
I will take that action to
Take a
light
spot
it.
cast.
I'm not going to throw it.
Yes.
Don't want to put the flame out. I'm going to put the lantern here. This may be of use.
I think you have to use every single item on the table at once.
Could potentially be. I don't know.
Anyway.
hold
But
the
yeah,
lantern in your teeth.
I'm gonna
the
go
heart in
and-
your head, finger trap in.
I'm going to go
Beneath
back to the
between your
Just
knees.
run
back
at
to the
him.
chair and open the pack of cards. I don't know how much of an action I have, but
Yeah. So
I'm
you're
gonna,
on the stage. You can open the pack of the cards.
I want to leave the stage. I don't
So
want
that
to
was
be.
kind of all your movements.
Yeah. Oh, was it okay? I'll open the cards there. Then if I can't move,
Jump down the hole.
anything. I'm going to start inspecting them. Look and turn them over.
So it's probably about the end of your turn to get them open. Once
Yeah.
you've lit the torch, you can start to look through.
That's cool. Yeah. No worries.
Nollis.
Yeah. What is Nollis going to do?
Now covered in trinkets.
The stone's going to.
Absolutely. There's just stuff flying on stage and various bits.
Giant Nollis.
Trying Nollis is stop trying to look at this tiny finger trap. Nollis is going to prepare an action, which is as soon as he feels that he can stab this creature, he's going to stab it. And that's what he's going to do.
Okay. So as soon as you think your compulsion to not stab it has gone, is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So it is going to try and attack you.
Cool.
First with its big talons again coming round to you. To your chest, 21 to hit.
That'll do it. There is no need to roll a reactionary death save.
8 piercing damage. Sunk in that same point in your chest. You can now see some of that flesh tearing away the blood, your shirt stain, through your chain, through what are you wearing?
Scale now.
Through your scale mail, you start to see blood just spilling out through the gaps. It's doing some serious damage to you.
Cool. And then roll a
Roll
charisma
for
save.
a charisma save.
Come on. This time. That's an 11.
11. You feel no change. It now digs in with its teeth, desperately trying to get through your scale. 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, that was the wrong dice.
Didn't you get the lightning blast?
No.
Why not?
Because I win.
The
It'd be
batteries,
meta
yeah,
now.
that
It would
was
be meta now.
10 piercing damage with its mouth straight into your chest.
Charisma saving throw?
Charisma saving throw.
Hey, that's more like it. That's a 20, not natural.
Change the dice.
20. You feel this intense, burning, stinging pain in your heart. Your body reacts. You stab the creature.
I'm going to roll to attack it first. He's going to use his rapier. It's a 7.
Has anybody got inspiration?
So, but you for the
I've got
first time.
inspiration.
Has anybody
I've
got-
got an inspiration. I'm standing on the stage with him. I will give him my inspiration.
Good on.
Anyone's got any hidden
You shout
inspiration?
something.
Yeah, I do.
What do you want inspiring words to use?
I will. It looks like you can hurt it.
Hurt him!
Kick it in the ass.
24.
Seabird.
That will hit.
More like it.
And that is 8 damage.
Oh,
no,
nice.
that can't be right. 9 damage.
Wow.
9
That's
damage.
what I need to rub out.
You may describe the death.
Bloody hell.
Hey!
Of this
It's
creature.
really quite flimsy, actually. It's not what Nollis would have wanted. It's kind of he stumbles after being very close to going down, and it's actually stumbles over and it's looking at Malkin, and Malkin saying it looks like you can hit it, and he just kind of clumsily flinches forwards and just happens to nick it, and I imagine that is the mortal wound that must have fell it right in the heart.
With the silver,
Irony
with the silver sword.
No, this is the rapier.
Was it? Okay.
Oh, he takes it back then.
Yeah, the rapier. The rapier still does enough. Yeah.
Oh, blimey. Oh, you have to slap you, then. Get up. You.
The rapier still
DM beat to
just.
death on a microphone.
Yeah. So the creature falls, and this great body kind of stands there for a moment. It's still kind of trying to gnaw in at your chest. You sink it up into its body, and the great weight of this beast just falls back over the pit, and it crumples back down, falls. Its wings crumpling into it, falls into the pit.
We are so lucky we sent you. Anybody else would have never been able to do the damage. It was so
How did
lucky.
you take that much damage?
Still got some more left in me.
Oh.
I just wanted your heart.
It just falls and looks back crying as it falls
You
down the
have
pit.
got some constitution. That's good.
Anyone for a game of shithead? Got cards
the-
now. I'll deal them out.
There's a few of them.
Oh.
Just giving you a clap.
Oh, dear.
Yeah! Melly gives you a little clap as
Oh,
well.
that's the best festival yet.
Let's do it again.
That was amazing! Oh, congratulations! They kind of run onto the stage. Well, they help Serge up onto the stage, and they get onto the top, and you can all now see just how bloodied and battered.
Covered in green blood.
Nollis is. Thorny, you're still burrowing at the
Oh, yeah, of
waterfall.
course.
I'm assuming at the moment. And they come over to you. Did you kill it without the knife?
Yes.
Wow.
The power of Celeste. I told these people I am immortal, but people do not believe me.
Well, I thought no one would ever be able to do that again.
Excuse me.
Very impressive. The knife is so much better against that creature.
We tried that and it didn't work. These people are lying.
You found it in Blaze's house.
Yes.
I don't know why you stood there for so long, not attacking it though.
To show you ultimately how strong I am. Who else could stand here and take beating after beating?
At this point, Malcolm is just reaching forward to this little halfling.
Well, now the festival can begin.
I thought that was the festival.
Oh, the feast.
The feast.
Oh, right, okay. Excellent, fantastic. You can all stop
Where's
eating
Puck?
each other for a change. What?
Can you help us take the creature to Pug?
Pug.
He'll
He's
prepare
gonna
it.
cook it into pies.
Okay.
First, I need to sew my ribcage shut.
Yeah.
After that,
I've got a healer's kit. I'm going to
Yeah.
use my healer's kit to help
Sure.
to deal with some of Nollis's wounds.
I will cast a cure wounds as well
Okay.
to help you on.
I don't know what healer's kit does.
It doesn't do anything.
stop.
You can bandage him up a little bit though with some of the bandages
Yeah.
in there. And yeah.
I will cure wounds as well. Is it D6 or D4?
It's more than that. It's D8, isn't it?
Is it D8 plus 2?
Okay, I've got it right here. D8 plus spellcasting modifier.
Ooh, baby. It's plus 5, is it? Oh, is that my spellcasting modifier? Oops, excuse me, microphone.
So
Spell attack bonus.
as you're doing some of this, they start between Serge and him. They start to try and get this creature out. So they're kind of reaching down.
7.
It's very heavy. Can you guys help us?
Serge, how are you feeling? Feeling good?
I'm feeling amazing.
Nope. No worries, let's get the bird. Let's get the bird.
They all. So you're trying to help them pull it out.
Oh God, I'm gonna help. Yeah, admittedly, we're in this deep now in this ritual, so we've got to see it to the end.
Are you all helping them kind of pulling it out?
So,
Yes. You're trying
I'm
to.
just trying to find out.
With
what-
I've watched
difficulty.
Midsummer yet, by the way.
You can't,
Midsummer.
you can't kill a bird.
Murders?
not yet.
It's a reference to cultic worship.
Oh, right.
With difficulty, you try and raise this creature, and it will take you a little bit of time to do so because it's big, heavy, and difficult. to
Well, I'm very
actually-
large and have advantages. I have
Oh, you do
plus
actually.
2
Yes,
advantages
actually,
of strength
you
checks.
can.
He's still
You
huge.
make it a lot easier. to
Yeah.
get
Oh,
out.
everyone. Oh no, a
I've
minute's
got the
probably
bear.
gone, isn't
Yes,
it?
yeah.
Oh, is the bear gone?
The bear's
well, I
1
still have
minute.
enlarged for now.
Yeah. So it makes it what would have been a much longer event, you have much more strength than all of these guys, and you just kind of reach in
Its heart.
and reach this creature. So, Thorinir, you're obviously you're getting to a point where you're starting to suppress it a little bit. This waterfall is extremely powerful, so it's quite hard to
Try harder.
fully cover it. Sure.
Try harder.
You guys are you're getting it out, and you managed to pull it back to the top of the stage.
I'm exhausted. I just ran like 200 metres.
To Pugs!
It would have killed me.
Come on then, let's drag the creature to Pugs, I guess.
Okay. And
Yes.
you're the biggest one.
Yes. I'm just gonna take some of its plumage and add it to the not the manticore, the saber-tooth fangs
Round your
around its neck.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
just taking another trophy.
Yeah. So you kind of pull it across. You're dragging it. A few of they're coming with you. So Melly's following, and Serge and Jody, and they're pulling it through, and they're kind of cheering and clapping as they come through the town. Woo! And Hill Haley in the middle kind of claps as well.
Is there any sort of
Don't think it
any,
worked.
any
We
indication
go
of
like
any
that,
change in them? Does it?
You can make an insight roll.
It's madder.
Yeah, they're now fevered with blood.
That's. Let's forget about it. Shall we?
That's
We'll
right.
just,
Quite
we'll
well.
just slink
They
away
seem
into the
much
night.
better.
In fact, you love it here.
I'll just drag the dead bird.
It still takes a little bit of time to get it across. I think it's probably got to the point where you're just about at the completion of your ritual.
Nice.
Blissfully unaware of the chaos that's been taking place. Just 60 or so feet away from you.
Cool. So yeah, within the darkness, he's running around this kind of strange environment where there's
What kind of a ritual is
there's
this?
just not anything there. It's just complete
Tribal
darkness.
dance.
He's very deep into this, and eventually he finds like a small, what appears to be kind of sleeping but maybe injured owl on the floor. And he finds it, and he turns it over, and it looks deep into his eyes, and he's like, "Oh, holy crap!" And then he wakes up, and the bird's already in front of him, and he's found it. It's this little owl with deep black eyes,
Pig widgeon.
and he knows its name. Its name is Reap. And it's with him. And he's like, "I finally found you!" And it's just like, "Doot-doot."
What colour is it?
It's just a deep grey.
Deep grey jet.
For finally fulfilling your lifelong ambition
Final lifelong
of
ambition.
attempting to find 50 GPs worth of gold,
Yeah.
I'm excited.
you can have inspiration.
Yeah. So yeah, and then he walks out of the coal hole with the owl in the back of his hood.
You look across, he's black, head to toe. He's just filthy black with soot.
Yeah. He's like, "What did I miss?"
You see Nollis, this huge version of Nollis, pulling with this big silver sword, pulling this giant dead bird with antlers. You then see obviously the two of them around you, but you also notice this great big badger in Thorinir's clothes by the waterfall, just scrabbling, partially in vain, trying to cover this waterfall as best as he's able to. Every time he puts a little bit on there, it just the mud seems to fire away, but he's doing his best. And you see the other halflings
Blocking the dead bird.
as described previously.
Yeah.
I'd like to say it's not usually like this, Reap, but this is pretty standard.
Yeah.
And they're just both
Cool.
looking out. Jeep.
Hope it's not a cousin of yours.
They, a couple of them head into Pug's. Where's Pug?
Yeah.
He'll be excited. I can't
Yes.
believe he missed the festival.
He's busy not being insane.
I'm going to break from the party and head to the waterfall.
Okay.
Just to let them know that the festival's done. Now, what do we do?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll just
So you
gonna
head
start
past
heading.
the giant badger.
I think I've seen Thorinir Badger before. I know the clothes,
Yeah.
and I've
Badger.
seen
Just
this
don't even turn ahead.
handiwork. I'm like, oh,
And you head back
really good
inside.
construction that we could do with people like you. Up
So you
the
head-
little hill.
You head into the cave,
Speed I'll work right up.
and
Yeah.
they look up. They're in there.
And it goes bloody done. What an effort! I didn't do anything as well, and it was an
And
effort.
the children look excited. And
Yeah,
Pug,
it should be.
the festival is over.
Well, it's about to begin, according to Stanley and Jose. Can't remember their names.
Oh, you must come and see.
Yes. Are you feeling okay? Sorry, Pug, for
Careful,
punching you.
Pug. Take this wall. And he passes him a couple
Yeah.
of handfuls. And Pug rushes outside, and even Aaron kind of comes that way
Brilliant,
as well.
yeah.
And
What
they
about-
peer through the waterfall, and Aaron quickly draws his blade as he sees this gigantic badger in front of him.
You just get sprayed with dirt.
Yeah. It's Thorin
What is
here.
It's
It's Thorin here. It's Thorin here.
Oh,
He's damming the waterfall.
of course
Crying,
it is.
Yeah.
Pug runs outside. Oh, the festival's over! Congratulations! Well, part 1 is anyway. Part 2 is coming next week.
Oh, you broke the fourth wall.
Oh, well done, everybody. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
yeah.
It is so hot in
It is
here.
hot.
Yeah, it's
It
warmed up
is
at the end.
hot. So many failed Christmas. There's 7 on the
That
bounce.
doesn't count. Is it 7?
I don't know. That's probably something in that nature.
Finally found my familiar.
Congratulations.
Special time in a young wizard's life.
Yeah, it is.
What happens if Reap bites the
what?
dust? Do you have to find 10 GP
I
again?
have to come back to Fastbrock.
Specifically to
Yeah,
that hole.
sit in the
Because that's
car.
the only place
There's
in
no-
Asher that will have enough
Yeah.
alcohol to cast
Keep
that.
him
Make sure you
safe.
come during festival
Only
season.
coal hole in the entire land.
How many hit points has he got?
1.
Don't let him perch on Nolus' shoulder then.
Don't
Don't ever let him go near Nolus. Oh, hey, sir.
Casting a can bankrupt economies. So.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, everybody that joined
Thank
us
you, Jack.
this evening. Thank you to all the players once
Yeah.
again.
Thank you.
And we'll be back next week. Where
No, we will, Jack. It's
we
not-
will. Sorry, I'm just pausing the proceeding. We'll be back next week, where
We'll be back next week.
we'll conclude
Will
the
we?
festival of Frostbrook.
Doesn't sound good.
DieRolling.
We have been
DieRolling! Chip chip!
Hello, boys. Pink lemonade?
More!